all my notes has disappeared.
Oh, that's a pretty big situation.
Don't.
It's somewhere in this damn construction zone.
I've also been there.
Mine's missing also, but it's not that unusual for me because I use it all the time.
Wait, you guys take notes?
We already know you don't.
I
Yeah, you show what's on the inside. The blank page, bunch of blank pages. Says notes.
My problem is I try to organize myself into different notebooks, but the one I want is never around. So I'll put temporary
got a few notes in here.
and then they're scattered across like 5 different notebooks. And
All right, we are live. Pretty sure everything seems like it is going up. So, welcome again. If you've already been jumping on or popping into this, or however that ends up pre-recording later for YouTube video. I am Benito the DM for Streams of Spero, and our lovely cast, who can go from top to bottom to introduce themselves. Starting with you, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen, and unfortunately Russell can't be with us anymore. So now I'm playing Cascade Brian, the druid who is also a water water genasi. Sorry, mixing my games.
It's all good. Jeremy.
Hey, playing Vaymont. How's it going?
Also having to change characters. All right, in our Tabletop Journeys cast.
I'm Glenn from Tabletop Journeys. Excuse me, sorry about that. I play Zindred of House Cinevilia. Let me try that again. Cinevilia.
I know, it's a tongue twister.
Welcome to Live TV. Hi, I'm Lee Juanica of Tabletop Journeys, also of Tabletop Journeys, and I am playing Hephaestus Kenrick Greystoke, designation HK.
All right, and then Matt.
Hi, I'm Matthew. I'm playing Alesky. I am a semi-demigod, insofar as my character is the daughter of the god of the Chippewa. So we are the religious representation of the old gods in the group.
And Jacob.
I'm Jake, and I'm Aleron. I'm starting to get mad.
of the newly ascertained sin of Silk. And my brother, always coming from Texas, Rico.
Hello, Rico. I am playing the barbarian
Of many titles.
with a little bit of envy, so not to be outdone by anybody else in the party, by the name of Zhu Xiaong, the Cursebreaker, Werewolf Slayer, and Gladiatorial Champion.
A man of few words.
And the wearer of badass armor now.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
shiny
so
new armor.
You're going to have to add the demonic to your title.
could be. So
Aleron, formerly known as.
last
we might get there.
last as we remember, we had finally we had a major battle in the town of Greenwood, although it was deserted. You guys made a deal with the vampires at Feng's Port to lure Arturo and his army to you, so you may set a trap and bring him down. You did do that. Arturo escaped, but in that time frame of waiting and preparing, it did also lure Kiziada, another one of the beings, the champions of Silk, that had one of her sins. So she did fall in the battlefield, and you were able to pick up her sin, greed, wrath, and that is now in Firebrand. But however, we were told by Kiziada when you took it away, when you take these sins in, you are really becoming, in essence, or being of Silk, and that could have consequences to any allegiances that you have. Now, the Obsidian Ravens, once they realized that, had wanted nothing to do with taking any more of the sins, and chose not to do so. But it did not stop Firebrand from taking in the sin of wrath. But when he did that, that caused some strife between the Fey Court and possibly his queen Titania of the Summer Court. And backlash immediately came back, and your Fey companions, the other players that were playing Fey people, backed out. that's why we're having Cascade and Vaymont now part of the group. And they showed up in some clever ways. Unfortunately, Zindred may not be that amused about how they joined the party, but they did so nonetheless and made a noteworthy entrance. And in that time, Alesky has decided, also brought concern that there's something going on with these marks that he got when chasing Arturo, and he wants to kind of know what's going on. And he thinks he needs to go back to Fengsport because he does know of a devil where one resides isn't going anywhere, and that's Hartmore, one of your old bookie agent more or less that was fixing your fights or creating fights for you guys.
Sports promoter, kind of.
Sports promoter, yeah, promoter. That kind of got some of you, HK and Juice infamous. So he wants to go back there and see if she will reveal any information. So Cascade and Vaymont and Ju have also decided to go with them, leaving the rest of the party behind. And a lot of the Obsidian Ravens also went back to the city of the Dark Elves, the Drow, to help protect. Apparently there has been now pressure on the first house, knowing that some of those Obsidian Ravens weren't there, and they needed to shore that up. So a lot of people have gone back. A lot of people are no longer with the party, so it's gotten a lot smaller, and the fact that you have broken into two parts. We are going to do a quick little at Greenwood, so that's Zindred, HK, and Aleron. Anything you guys want to kind of catch up. So basically it's a new midday in the morning. You guys, Jacob, you weren't here last session, so basically HK and Ju did claim houses in Greenwood. You're kind of staying at the mayor's house with Zindred kind of making house.
Hanging out.
So
It's a familiar house for you.
yeah, you guys know the place. Greenwood hasn't changed. People are starting to come back. HK is starting to mobilize the 6 other people that were part of the meager defense of what Greenwood is, and the reason why they left, because they didn't have any real army. So if anything you want to kind of catch up on, you can speak with Zindred or HK, or about current events or plans. You do know some of the party did leave, so you can decide how you want to feel about that or not.
All right. Sindred, want to give me the cliff notes? What I need to know? With your mic not
Yeah,
muted.
we lost you.
That would be a good idea. I should unmute the mic. That'll help.
Draw sign language. Oh, you don't speak that.
Right? For the plot, for the things that went on here in Greenwood, things were fairly calm. Mostly it's been a focus on rebuilding. As mentioned, we had some new folks show up, one of which pretended to be a cat and won my trust, thinking I'd found a new furry companion, and turned out to be a vile betrayer. Summarized in more words, but in Zindred's voice. But for the most part, here in town, things have been quiet. We've been focused on rebuilding, making changes. HK is building a house.
Okay.
But Alesky and, perhaps foolishly, 2 of the new people, though I was pleased to get rid of one of them, have gone back to Fengsport.
Alesky went back to Fangsport?
Indeed.
Why'd you go back there?
He seems to think that she's going to be able to find some information about his mysterious markings from our previous contact in the arena. I'm not certain whether or not he's going to have any success, and I did offer to communicate with her via message, but he insisted that a face-to-face conversation was required.
When he gets back, how are we going to know it's him?
Well, you've known him longer. I assumed you could figure that out.
Oh, he's been changing a lot.
All of you have. There's nothing that I can do to stop that.
It's something that needs to be done for the greater good.
Indeed.
Alright. Where's
So it would seem.
HK's building a house from scratch?
Come, I'll show you.
I'm pretty sure they never taught him any of that stuff in soldiering school.
Somehow he has managed to not knock the building down yet, despite haphazardly destroying walls in the inside.
Did you say soldiering school?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe his wife was saying, "Oh, just take that wall down," and he just knocked them over, and on the upside it's still standing.
It was last time you saw it, at least.
True, I can't vouch since yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, a lot could happen then. HK could be lying in a pile of rubble as we speak.
I think a house could fall on him and he'd be okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And he'd learn a lesson about load-bearing walls.
Indeed.
It went all around.
You make your way over to basically his place where he is renovating.
Hey, HK, looking good, bud.
Always.
Remember, measure twice, cut once.
Why would
So
I
I
cut
would-
once if there are multiple things to be cut? I would have to cut multiple times.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Cutting once would presuppose that I would have all of the wood I would needed. It would all be uniform cuts, and I would cut them all at one time. That seems very inefficient.
Well, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you can cut all the wood in one cut for a house, I'd like to see it.
I don't think that would ever happen. But
Either do I.
what do you think so far?
Looks good, but
I've met a couple of deep gnomes that definitely could have given creating a machine that could do that for you a shot if you'd like me to connect you.
I think we would.
hopefully he's going to be done building his house before they can get here, construct a machine and get here.
I am merely making a few corrections for the time being. The plan is to build a full keep and have full walls, and then build a wall around the town. So that work would be that connection would be very well received.
So long-term plans, huh?
Of course. While we wait for Alesky to return, I move forward with the plans.
All right, super.
Now, do you guys have a plan, or is just letting HK build a house and you and Zindrid just chilling?
At this point, we didn't really have a plan. I know we needed to decide what our next move was, but that hasn't really been discussed. So I would certainly entertain that conversation because we do need to find out. I know the goal is not to sit here indefinitely. We're going to have to make a move.
No,
We have to
go get
determine
the other ones.
Yes, we should.
determine what the next sin is.
Yes.
But I figure that's conversation. So this is kind of my behind the scenes work, and then conversations are what we'll have as far as where we need to go once Alesky returns.
Yes, we will indeed need a new destination to get back on the road after yet another of these sins.
I think this time we need to not only think about which sin we go after, we also need to confirm who, barring an untimely demise, is going to take it.
Might be a good idea. Well, we can get everybody together and discuss where we want to go, which one we want to go after next. And
That sounds like a good plan. We should meet in the tavern, say, in about an hour's time.
happy hour, perfect.
That is not what I said.
Zindra sighed and rolled her eyes if nobody.
Happy coincidence.
Happy, unfortunate. I see the connection.
Okay.
The more he drinks, the happier he usually gets. We'll see how his new trinket affects it.
No good can come from that. We'll see you in an hour.
Perfect.
HK will just go. Will head back into the house. He will just check on Vivian, let her know where he's going. Ask her if she wants to attend along with.
No.
Okay. He will give her a kiss and tidy up his workspace, and he will pat the belly, and then he will head on out the door.
Okay. So move time a little bit ahead. You guys get within your hour. You guys are in the tavern, which I believe is the Bloated Boar. Yeah. So you guys got your table. You guys are the heroes. You pretty much are being well treated. Nothing's really costing you anything right now. And everyone's giving you your space because they see you as now very, very important individuals in the grand scheme of the world.
I'll definitely greet the staff and say hi to any, especially if any of them are the town watch folks. If any of them are in here, I'll definitely greet them.
None of the watch, just it's too early in the morning for anybody else.
Okay.
Except for you guys.
Zendred is already there. It's early in the morning, you say?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, then she will be drinking a cup of whatever passes for a caffeinated beverage or coffee.
Coffee does. Coffee's fine.
But she's got a map of the town and its cited building spaces spread out on the table in front of you.
Okay.
In front of her.
And Rydell will be off hanging out at the bar. You don't know where Laura is. So you guys you see what Zendred has laid out. You guys
sit down and take a look at the map and all right. So
Zendred
which is
shakes and looks up. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you.
no worries. What do you think we should do next? Where do you think we should head next?
You're looking at the map, Zendred gestures to this is just a map of the town. Since you mentioned wanting this town to become like a center of religion and welcoming the new gods and the old, I've been captivated by the idea that you presented of building the Temple of the Raven Queen here. So I was just perusing for sites. That's a side matter, and scoots it over to the side.
Yeah. HK will bring out a map of Spero, and he will put that down. And that way they can kind of mark take a look and make sure they mark where they've been, where they've had successes, as well as where we expect the other sins to be if we know that yet, and if not, that's our first order of business, finding out where they are.
Have we heard any rumors about about sightings of the one who fled from us?
He's somewhere in the north into the Fey Woods.
Okay, so he took off. He didn't stay in the local area at all.
Well, as far as you guys went, you kind of lost him. He could still be lingering.
Okay.
But Greenwood doesn't really have, which is frustrating to you and HK, is their military capacity is in the awful inept side.
Right. But we did pay the large black warforged to begin training militia in the town guard and stay on for, I believe, 6 months to work on town defenses.
Yes. But you guys can decide, now that Jacob's here as part of it, there was options to go to Flowerdale, which could have some people in there, especially the High Priestess of Apollo. If they go back, Jacob will remember, way back there is a Way Tavern, very much south, which was pretty much your episode 1, that had a lot of trackers and hunters, that you actually knew of some of those people there, but that's reaching out.
Well, I think we should definitely prioritize that. We need to get more defenses here. Certainly, early warning. And then once they're here, just by the nature of being who they are, if they're hired to protect this town, then they will work on the defenses.
Can we not simply send a messenger to them to hire them and leave the money here with the guard captain, as opposed to tying up our time with such a task? I would think that our priorities at this point, especially as we come closer, should be obtaining the new sends.
I would agree. That's a perfect way to handle that situation.
The only problem with Greenwood is it's either those 6 guys that are part of your militia and that Warforge Iron Hand that you hired. Pretty much everybody else is a localized town person. You would have to, one of them would have to close up shop, or you're going to have to kind of push the envelope of their capacity to do that.
Very well.
One of the few trackers that was here was Pepper, and you already took her out long ago.
How far away is the next town where these people would be coming from?
Feng's port is actually closest, and other places would be about a couple weeks of full travel.
So, what was the name of our fight fixer?
Iron Hand?
That's the Warforged,
Yeah.
our fight fixer back in.
Oh, Nevermore was the one.
Thank you, Nevermore.
But she actually works for Frog, which was the genie. So she's not really yours. She was just handed.
She was assigned.
Yeah.
Right. But we established something of a relationship, though it was
Yes.
slightly adversarial. There was also some respect and liking going on.
And you also have a feather of hers during the promotional things you guys took. So that's
Which-
a little bit more of an edge.
Does she know? But did we ever tell her we have that?
Nope.
Does she
Nope.
know? Okay. Well, that works beautifully then. Based on all of this happening in conversation around the table, I would assume, as we're realizing these things. Do we still think we have need of Hartmore's feather?
I think at this point, if we were using it to bargain with or to purchase the assistance that we are requiring, that would be the need we have of it.
Because I could reach out to her through Kismet, she pats the sword at her side, and ask her to arrange for a mercenary force to protect this town for the next 6 months as it rebuilds in exchange for that feather. Then it may cost us nothing.
Okay. So tell her we have the feather. You get us what we need. You get the feather back. So that is the cost to us.
Indeed. Firebrand?
Zindred, I will let you know because you are of Drow.
Mm.
Do you know that the devils are not always more attuned to any bargains if they can find a way to take advantage of it? So...
Yeah, fully aware that there's a risk involved. Are you saying that I feel that it's enough of a risk based on my experience with Hartmore that she would betray at the earliest opportunity? Because we are, in theory, also aligned, her bosses, and our goals.
Yes.
Thus, they've been trying to help us, which is why I was figuring the devils on our left are probably more trustworthy than the devils on our right.
Sure.
And she'll present all of that as a possible counter argument to her own self. But, I do want to make sure you'll think of these things.
The reality is she can't be fully trusted, but she has the connections we could use and the resources we could use.
Firebrand, did you agree?
You did.
He nodded, though. I got the agreement.
Sorry, yes.
Very well. And Zendard will put her hand on her sword hilt and send a message to Hartmore outlining that plan of a company to defend the town for 6 months. And that the feather in question will be here and available at the end of those 6 months.
Well, you have been very perceptive during our times around each other. How careless of me.
Even the best of us make mistakes periodically.
Flattery. And what type of mercenaries are we talking about providing?
Good men, not by your standards, but by mine, who will not harm these people, rob these people, or subjugate these people in any way, but simply help them stay free while they rebuild.
In terms of an army, that is a little bit more difficult because of my nature. I really have just a bunch of gladiators. So,
But you also have a significant amount of money. You can hire a mercenary company. An army is not required, just a proper regiment to defend the town.
Well, you have something very important to me. I guess I'll have work to do.
Is that to say that we have an accord?
We have an accord, Lady Zendrid.
Then you have my word, your feather will be yours in 6 months. On that date, I will message you with how to obtain it.
All right.
And as she breaks the connection, I believe that's probably, she'll relay the conversation. I believe that's probably as much commitment to honor as we will get. But I do not think that she'll betray us for little to no cause. I think it would take something significant for her to turn.
Fair enough. I will make sure that the men we have in town here keep an eye on them, and we can determine who amongst these mercenaries we can try to recruit for permanent stay afterwards. But in addition to defending the town, we should probably make sure that they are doing whatever earthworks are needed to prepare a defensive wall to be built around the town.
Anything
That'll
else?
keep them active during the day, and so they will not have opportunity to be bored, listless, and perhaps turn their attentions towards the good people.
There we are. We've at least seen to this town's defense as best we can, HK. Not just for the people here, but also for your wife who will be staying. But we cannot control what happens in war, and there are no guarantees. But I still think our next priority needs to be the closest.
Agreed.
Sin.
And so, is that going after the one who escaped?
By the time we've waited a week, that trail will be cold. He'll likely be back in the north. Who's closest?
I can't seem to remember.
Well, you know the Beholder is somewhere in the north. He had a lair up there. The others were... You had to get a hold of someone else to kind of find the others. The Grey Drake. I think he's left. So you have 3 left. Arturo, the Drake,
Didn't you
and Van Rowe.
say Van Rowe would be the one that knows where other people are?
Mm-hmm.
I seem to remember that. Yeah.
And where was
The
Van Rowe?
Beholder in the north in a lair somewhere.
Yep, near the mountains.
So does that mean there's 2 in the north? The one that just escaped us and the Beholder, in theory?
Or, yeah, he'd be possibly en route to Van Rowe.
So I think we try to track Arturo.
Track the one as we head towards the other?
Yep. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. You'll just have to message Alesky and let him know our whereabouts so that he can alter his course to reach us as opposed to coming here first.
We were waiting here until they returned, I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about going right away.
No, we should definitely rejoin before we leave. In the meantime, while we're waiting, we could still continue to help
Okay.
these people.
Excellent.
Okay.
And for the next few days, Zendra will put herself and the few obsidian ravens she has left to work on helping build passable barricades. We're not going to get a wall done in the time that we have, but maybe barricades at the end of main streets towards the edge of town and, things like that.
All right, fair enough. All right, we'll go to
I'll help however I can, if I can use magic to do anything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys can start doing some building. You see some spells in there, Jacob, that actually help facilitate moving that quicker. Just message me. We'll go from there. Alesky, you're in your band. You guys are pretty much a few days away from Feng's Port.
Oh, I thought we were there that morning.
Well, I'm just giving you a couple more time, a little bit more instance.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything you wanted to do? Or say before going in?
I think somewhere along the way, Cass would have had a conversation with Alesky. More than we've had so far. Basically, Mr. Alesky, so what is the nature of your visit with this person that we need to go see?
Your name is Alexi, right?
Yes, it is Alexi, as it's written.
Oh.
But no. Yeah,
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
for 2.5 years now, it's been Alesky verbally.
I don't think I've ever heard it not be Alesky.
Well, new characters.
Well, Tomas, who cares?
True.
So all you've ever heard anybody but me say is Alesky. However, when I introduced myself, it is as Alexi. So the nature of my visit to the city revolves around the interaction with myself and now my battle brother, Zhu, with this armor that we wear, and the entity that gifted it to us. There are some questions about their intentions, their motivations, and what unknown aspects and effects of this armor and the things around it that have occurred. And I was thinking, we know a contact in Fengsport that is related to Zariel in some way, and I'm hoping that through our interaction with our known person, Hartmore, that we'll be able to gain an audience with Zariel and get some answers. I don't think there's currently I think currently Zariel wants some kind of representation in our efforts similar to what the Fairy Queens had in their connection with HK and Firebrand. But he didn't go about requesting it. He just kind of created this type of connection and potential representation in our efforts in this grand tapestry that we're building here. So my goal is to hopefully get an audience with him and get more information so we understand what's going on.
Wow, that was a lot of information all at once. What do you mean by entity? Well, actually, would Cass recognize Zariel as a demonic name, or as a type, or no?
How many levels of religion do you have? Are you proficient in it?
No.
No.
Would Veymont recognize that it's a demon?
Not a demon,
Veymont
a
would.
devil.
A devil.
Veymont knows of the devil.
I have, actually.
Only if you had a red rose. Mr. Alesky, what can I do to help you with this?
Well, your assistance with travel is invaluable.
Other than travel, because I have my ways, but I mean I don't want to be just your travel agent. I need to be more help than just this.
Well, I'm hoping this entire trip is for like 3 hours worth of work, and so as when we get to the city, I hope we are able to just make a request, have a meeting, and then we'll be done. It really, other than the travel time to and from the city, I was really hoping for just a simple conversation. And I understand that's probably hope beyond hope that speaking with Zerial will be a simple conversation. But I wasn't looking to do any work per se, literally just speak to somebody, hopefully set up a meeting and have that meeting, and then return to Applewood.
I would say I'm just here for support, making sure that, Alesky doesn't get outnumbered or snuck up on or jumped or anything like that. So I'm in agreements. I'm hoping it's just a in conversation and out. But we try not to let our party go out alone, so your assistance here is appreciated.
It'll be much faster going than coming. I'll say that much. I might have something else to help with that day, but I'm not sure. What you didn't quite answer. What's the nature of this entity that you why would you call them an entity? What is so different from them? You're muted.
As far as I understand, he is a pit fiend on one of the higher levels of hell.
Well.
Right. I mean, it sounds very bad.
And that's where we lost the new nice character.
And again, I don't believe what he's done so far, as far as his interaction with I and or Jew, has been negative in any way. Well, let me see, not anyway, because obviously things have happened that we don't really have a lot of info.
This gift that I got is fantastic so far. I mean, and he didn't ask for anything in return. So.
Of course he did.
Well, no, in fact, I don't believe he's asked for anything in return yet, and that's what is one of the things that I want to figure out is exactly what he expects, because right now it's been a gift, and let me use the term freely, very loosely, but a gift freely given without any kind of expectation of return.
Well, I mean,
we're aware of yet.
Me personally, I am a champion, so it's not, people give me stuff all the time lately. So.
There are always terms of agreement when it comes to devils.
Mr. Jew, you are aces. I will give you that. Wink. Because she's not sure. Sure, whatever you say, buddy. Are we looking to kill anybody, or
yes.
Are we just we're looking to kill?
No. And in fact, I've made a bit of a vow not to kill. After the fight, when I did encounter scouts or a rear guard or something with HK and I, after we were chasing Arturo on horse, I did have to defend myself and kill several people. And afterwards, he rolls up his sleeves. That is four sigils on his arms. 2 of them glow, 2 of them do not. So 2 of these sigils began to glow after I unfortunately took the lives of 2 people. So I'm concerned, and that's one of the reasons that I want to gather this information is nothing seems to have happened yet other than they are glowing, but I don't want the other 2 to start glowing. A full set of 4 glowing seems to me to be something poor.
So you're cursed.
I'm a curse breaker. If that's the case, we should be fine. I don't intend on killing anybody, but if anybody, wishes us ill, that's their decision if they want to die. I have no problem helping anyone.
So, again, intent here, not to kill, is to travel to a rather populous city, engage a person that we know and have worked with. Hopefully they can arrange a meeting and we can attend that meeting, and then once all is said and done, return back to our comrades in Appleway. So, no killing. Except with kindness. If you wish to kill with kindness, if you wish to encounter somebody and make them,
Killing with kindness, so basically just one quick lop of the head so they don't feel any pain. Got it. I can do that.
you know me so well, Jew, and you understand everything I say.
How long do you believe we'll be in the presence of the devil?
I'm hoping not too long, a short conversation to understand what our interaction has led up to so far and what the intention is going forward.
Do you know it? Well, actually, how well does Cass know Feng's port?
Pretty well.
Okay, she's been in and out of there because that wasn't her home port, but I know she's been in and out a couple of times.
Mhm.
All right. Well, on our way in, preferably not on our way out, I'd like to do a Midas shopping. I'm looking for something very specific. And she's going to pull out a cup and she's going to say, I need something almost exactly like this.
Is that the Holy Grail?
It's a chalice. I don't know how holy it is. I mean, maybe you guys can make your decision on that in a couple of days.
Cool.
I have no problem spending some time shopping. I believe HK is going to be several weeks in his construction at least. I felt we had some downtime that could be used by this effort on the side.
By shopping, I mean I need some help buying me another one of these cups, because I don't have the money for another one, and you guys are going to want me to have another one.
For what?
Oh, you need a loan.
And she's wringing her hands like... I can show you, I don't want to waste it, but I can show you what it can do the morning we get there before we go to your appointment. But I feel like we really should have another one of these on hand if needed. And you'll understand.
I do have some limited funds. Do you know how much it would cost, roughly? I mean, obviously, every merchant in the town is going to negotiate their own price, but...
Hang on, let me find that.
Should have brought Sindred along.
Let me find that there spell again.
She did give me a little bit of money to spend. I did have something I wanted to see if we could find in the city as well.
Just gotta remember, Cascade angered Sindred, so getting money from her was more the difficult part.
About 1,000 gold.
Well, if that's the case, I certainly don't have those funds on me. I tried. I really did. But I didn't get that.
Well, I suppose then the question would be, how much help do you want for your appointment?
Are you
Now
trying
we're
to extort us
negotiating.
for money?
I'm not trying to extort. I'm trying to decide. I need your help to decide if I should use my cup now or use my cup later.
What exactly
if
do
you're-
we need your cup for?
Thirsty drink? Is it like an edible cup? Are you gonna mow down on it and it's gone? I'm confused.
Well, in a way, you guys are gonna. In a way, the four of us are gonna eat it. I'm gonna make you all breakfast, and it's gonna be the most fulfilling breakfast you've ever had. I guarantee it.
For 1,000 gold, I mean, I would hope it's some sort of fulfilling breakfast. Freaking scrambled dragon eggs or some shit.
I believe.
Oh, it can be whatever
Gotta
you
have gold
want.
flakes in my frickin' syrup.
If you want to have dragon eggs for breakfast, I can make you dragon eggs. I don't even have to have them. If I cast this spell, you'll have them.
I believe we could get breakfast much cheaper than that.
It just won't be quite as good as this. I promise you.
I'm not there, but that sounds.
Lady,
totally
I've eaten
worth
some
it.
shit, so it doesn't take much to make me happy.
Have you really eaten shit? That's disgusting, Jew. I know what that is.
I was in the military.
Don't get it in story mode, please. We'll never get to the city.
Well, y'all think
Honestly,
on it, and that morning
a
you'll let me
lavish
know.
breakfast for someone who we've really just met. I really couldn't accept you buying me breakfast like that, especially not for 1,000 gold. I mean,
From what I've heard, in this world, something like that means we have to get married or something. And I don't
Oh
want that.
no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 I'm not. No. First of all, you guys seem sweet and all, but no, you're a little young. That was at Vey.
Let's wait till we get to where
Y'all-
we're going, and we'll
y'all
check the
think on
shops
it.
out and see what they have.
Y'all think
I
on
will-
it, and I'll make breakfast that morning.
I will go with you to look for options while Alexei has his conversation.
All right. So, you guys will get to Feng's Port. Is there a particular thing you want to do, or you just...
When we get to Feng's Port, I don't care what time of day it is. Are we going to see him tonight? Your contact tonight, or are we going to see him tomorrow?
Well, most likely tomorrow. Feng's Port is still pretty decent size, and you're going to get to one point to another.
All right. Two things. On our way in, unusually, Cascade is going to be looking around at the trees at the edge of town.
Okay?
And she's going to pick one out in her mind.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know what? Okay, find one that I'm looking for.
trees.
Okay.
Yep, we got it.
Okay,
You're
cool.
talking about trees.
Now,
All
are you
right.
choosing one on the higher north end of the road or the south end? And I will let you give me a nature roll, and I'll give you advantage because you're all from Fengsport. Well, been around it.
That's a 26.
The north end trees are it's pretty much the part of the border. Some of the trees are in somewhat connected to the Fey Woods. The southern one is not. What would you like?
Then I'm looking for a tree on the southern side.
Southern side. Fitting of you. All right. Now, where would you guys planning on staying? Remember, where she was, that was if you were fighting, was where you got a place to stay.
Well, we should probably stay at our original tavern base of operations because we know that was fairly unaligned as far as the powers that be go. So that that little tavern inn at the crossroads there. My notes don't go back that far right at the moment. The one we rescued and made our base of operations. Anybody remember that?
You can go there, but you never rescued it.
Right, but we at least know that is fairly unaligned.
Yes.
So it would be a safer place to stay than
Pretty much when you
going into one of the.
you first get into town. So that's when.
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah. So we're not going to go into one of the districts. We're gonna.
Okay.
That little.
It's the Fengsport Tavern.
Sure.
Also, if we walk past anybody with something really shiny that's like no bigger than a goblet, they're not gonna have it anymore.
You stealing coins or just?
No, coins are in a pouch, and pouches don't draw my eye. Something like hanging on the belt or something like that, I will take though.
Okay.
Like a dagger that's not sheathed or something like
Not
that.
quite as big as a bread box, apparently.
What is your passive perception?
Or a jeweled goblet.
22. Yeah, jewels will catch my eye too.
Okay. You do steal a pretty nice ornate dagger from some noble merchant guy who's probably walking by and shopping. And you catch a few eyes that catch you.
Interesting. I don't normally get seen. What do they look like?
Some of the people that saw you look like common people, other merchant peddlers, common clothes, nothing pretty much like that. There was one that you just saw. He looked like he was in fine leathers, but then you lost him as soon as the crowd kind of walked past you. But you just got, just people who picked up that you did what you did.
Interesting. Well, I would like to meet them. I'll have to find them sometime.
Okay. Do you continue to work your trade?
Yes.
Okay.
Shiny things are very nice.
Alesky, what is your passive perception?
Nowhere near high enough.
Okay, so you won't know that Vaemon is doing this. All right.
Mine's a 20.
Yours is a 20?
So you need at least a 30
Okay.
to even notice I'm stealing anything.
Yeah. My passive perception's an 11. I mean, I'm just kind of an even middle of the road kind of guy.
All right, you get to the front of the Fengsport Tavern. It is pretty much a little past high noon in the afternoon.
All right, so you said that we'll have a little time before your conversation. Do we want to hit up one of the shops?
In order for me to have a conversation, we've got to go to the Frog and Slate again and see if we can get a hold of Hartmore. Hopefully she's not busy, and then hopefully she can arrange a conversation for us. I mean, it's a several-step process, I think.
Okay.
But
Follow
still,
your lead.
Well,
I will get there by the end of the day today. I don't think we want to walk the city in the dark.
Are you going to book a room, more or less, at Fengsport Tavern?
Yeah, we'll go in. We'll book
Okay.
our rooms, and then if you want to go shopping first, I mean, we at least know where we're going to the Frog and Slate, so we can go there when we need to. I'm just concerned that we don't want to draw too much attention from the groups that we're not aligned with here in the city.
But it's the one, the new
All right. Yale introduced himself as the owner of the Fengsport Tavern. It will cost you 2 gold to book a room for 1. If you wish to pay more for 4 rooms, you may do so.
We will get 4 rooms.
Very well. All right. What is the plan? Go now that you have the room. Do you want to go to Frog and Slate, or do you guys want to shop? You have limited funds, basically what was given to you by Zindred anyways.
if we don't buy this thing, I can still do what I want to do either tonight or tomorrow morning. But if you want to go to Frog and Slate, Cass is gonna do her thing tonight. If you're going tonight to Frog and Slate, she's gonna do her thing beforehand.
Well, they're going. I'm asking, you guys planning on going now before nightfall?
Well, how much of a walk is it? It's what you said, 2 hours to walk across to Frog and Slate.
Yeah, it's gonna put you around
and this
4
is-
o'clock. Then you gotta think 2 hours going back.
And her spell takes an hour.
If nothing happens.
Says the voice of foreshadow.
Well, I will ask I'll ask the tavern. My friend here is trying to purchase an elegant pimp cup. Where's the best place to do that on the way to the other side of town?
Well, let's see. Just an expensive cup?
Or bowl.
Well, there's the God's gift. I guess Tori could make you one pretty good if you're not looking for something out of the general stores, I guess. There's a few of those around.
Is that on this side of town?
Let me check.
I can't remember. I know we went to that store.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Okay. Thank you.
The other side. Hey, no problem, Jew.
So that I don't know if that affects the decision. I mean, so that stores on this side of town.
So the spell I want to cast, it requires a cup or bowl, gem encrusted, 1,000 gold. Right now I can only cast it once, and trust me, you guys are going to want me to cast this spell before your appointment.
Well, I don't have 1,000 gold. Does the cup cost 1,000 gold, or is it a cup
Yes.
plus 1,000 gold?
No, the cup that I need to use to cast my spell costs 1,000 gold, and then it gets consumed by the spell. Literally, we consume it because of the spell. I know that sounds really bad, but you'll trust me. You will be happy with what I do. Do you want dinner tonight or do you want breakfast tomorrow?
I mean, I'm
Which is more
guessing
important?
we could probably go to a good bar and get like a shot of Goldschlager for a lot less than 1,000 gold.
But it won't work. It won't work for my spell. So again, do you want the spell tonight before you try to make your appointment, or do you want the spell tomorrow? It only lasts 24 hours.
Well, actually, before I answer that,
Daemont,
Ben,
could you help us out or help Cascade out in acquiring
I mean,
what she needs?
I saw lots of shiny stuff that we passed.
Ben, what's the best time of day to try to interact with Heartmoor? Since we spent so much time down there,
More or less in the
did
afternoons.
we get any idea of her schedule?
Afternoons, because the nights usually book the fight. So you guys are if you do something else, you're probably pushing into a fight. When, something's going on. You remember, they do primetime main event, more or less.
I'm gonna pull out the dagger that I found and say, I wonder how much this would go for. Maybe you could trade this for a really nice cup.
Potentially.
Well, when we were staying in the Frog and Slate and we were interacting with Heartmoor quite frequently, the afternoons and very early part of the evening would be the best time before she's engaged with promoting the fights and that kind of thing. So it might be easiest and best to go immediately to try to get a meeting now.
Well, I'm guessing
And
we should
Ben-
be able to get a pretty quick meeting if I'm present. Jeez.
How familiar was the Tavern Keep with Jew? I mean, he used
Insight
his
check.
first name.
Insight check.
Who's Heartmark? Jew?
Huh?
Who's this person?
She is part of a gladiatorial arena fighting.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
I hit a solid 23 on that one, actually.
23?
Yeah.
He seems to know him really well. And you've noticed the serving staff are also groupie struck with him.
So
Okay, so they recognize him, but not me.
Correct.
Okay. That's what I was hoping for.
you could get discounts.
And he gets to hide in the fame shadow.
No, I was worried more about the fact that if we were being recognized, it means something really wonky happened with the wonky time thing that happened, and it would be really bad.
Oh, it's me. I'm a champion.
Do you think, Mr. Alesky, do you think that it's going to be difficult to convince this person to let you have your appointment, or?
Not if I'm there. I think it would be easy. At least with Hartmore. Beyond that, that's a different story.
This Hartmore person, do you think you're going to need help talking to her?
Talking to her, no. We've already worked with her for several weeks as she managed some gladiatorial fights for Ju and HK, and Zindred was quite friendly in the like promoter slash stable owner, that's a really bad way to say it, but stable owner, if you will, for gladiators. So we have a relationship with her. I think a conversation with her will be fairly simple and easy. Whether she can actually accomplish the connection to getting a meeting with Zariel is a question. I assume she can. I believe she has some kind of work for him, but it's a supposition versus a known fact.
All right. So you guys gonna make your way to the Raven Grave?
Yeah, I think my vote-wise, if we go right now, we might be able to get her early. Otherwise, after the fights and that kind of thing, she'll probably still be dealing with the victory. And I mean, I would love to attend that party.
Okay.
I was sent by Lady Zindred to assist, so that's what I shall do.
All right. So you guys will be off to do that. Back in Greenwood. HK.
Yes.
One of your boys that you've now taken leadership of, Mr. Jeremy Barnes, comes up to you and goes, this is after a few days of you guys building the town, he goes, Lord, sir, we're having a problem.
What's the problem?
We're not finding any wild game. So we just got what's coming on the farm, and that's kind of a finite supply, sir.
No wild game?
No, Lord.
Has anybody gone missing or like you're not finding any sign of them at all? Like they've fled entirely?
I'm just hunting them, my lord. I'm not a great hunter. Just what I know. But I can go around the town and get the other guards and see if everyone's accounted for.
Let's make sure everybody's accounted for, and let's talk with anybody who does any kind of hunting of any nature, even if it's small birds or squirrels, rabbits, small game, and get me a report of what they're seeing and not seeing. Are they seeing tracks? Are they seeing that they've left? What the conditions are.
Aye, Lord.
That information will help us make a determination.
All right. He leaves.
I will find Zindred, let her know what is being reported, and I'll basically ask if Laura has seen anything going on. Ask her if she can check with Laura and see if she's noticed anybody gone missing.
Well, you find Zindred before you find Laura. I mean, you find Zindred before you find Laura.
I figure I'm not going to be able to find Laura. I figure Zindred will call for her. Zindred, one of my men, Jeremy, has Barnes has reported that game has been very scarce, unusually scarce. I have been collecting reports from other people who've been out and about. I didn't know if Laura had noticed anything peculiar, any changes, something that it may have escaped at common notice.
We can certainly ask her. And I set my sword, my hand on my sword hilt, and sent a message to Shadow Smite to come to me.
I'm away.
And in the meantime, replies with, but, I mean, we did literally just fight off an undead army allied with werewolves that swept through these woods. My suspicion is most of the local game was devoured. They may have to simply range further afield.
Worth checking. We're also checking to see if anybody's missing, but did we police up all of the bodies? Has everything been collected and disposed of properly?
Yeah, it's been clean.
Within town limits, anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't think we combed the woods.
Laura shows up. My lady.
Laura, HK has been receiving word about scarcity of game. I'm suspecting that it was mostly eaten by the ravenous dead we were fighting, but what have you seen?
I haven't been in the woods. I was watching the Warm Cloak. The tavern at the end of the town. There are rogues.
No, I'm aware of what the Warm Cloak is, but why?
There are rogues in there.
Ah, a good reason.
Do you think there's any that would be amiable to being hired to be scouts for us? Perhaps they could do this work that we're asking of you.
You want me to go in the woods?
I'd rather have you closer to your lady, to be honest. But if we would like your thoughts on who can be counted on for the benefit of the town versus working for themselves.
No, they seem to be spies, informants. I don't know how far their qualification is. I only got them last couple days.
Do you know who they're spying for?
No.
Why don't you see if you can find out? If possible, slip into one of their rooms, rifle through their things. If they're spying for the wrong people, we may need to have you remove them, which you usually enjoy.
I do. Very well, Melody. And she will leave.
Thank you, Laura.
Within a few hours,
Indeed.
Jeremy returns with Sam Winterfield.
Okay.
Lord.
Yes.
We checked out every house and double checked to make sure everyone was there. But Kia Dia Levin, the elf herbalist, is not to be found.
Do we have any indication of where she may have gone or when she was last seen?
No, we don't have enough people to keep an eye on everybody. There's only 7 of us with that new person like yourself, sir. Lord.
Very well, but you can still ask around and determine who saw her last. It may take a moment, but it is still an answerable question.
Oh, right. Sorry, lady. Should we do that now?
You can finish first.
Please do your best to get that information and get that to us as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
If I am not available, find Lady Zindred or one of the others. They will be able to get word to me.
Right, Lord. The two of them leave.
I touch the hilt of my sword and alert Firebrand of the fact that there's a possible missing villager and reports of scarce game in the woods, which they've been hunting in for a few days, so I imagine this is more recently scarce.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We should get Firebrand here. I think if we can find this woman's house, he might be able to track her whereabouts with magic.
I did just notify him that we have a potential situation. With a townsperson missing as well, it might be far more than simply a lack of animals from the ravening army.
All right, I'll run over there.
Okay.
I'll come into the room skidding sideways like Kramer.
Just don't reach into my refrigerator and grab the milk. We'll fill you in on what's happening, and then I'll say, would you be able to, if we were to get something from her, would you be able to use your magic to find her whereabouts?
No. I don't have a tracking spell.
Yeah. Well, there goes that idea.
Well,
Wait for
10 more minutes show by. Sam returns. Apologies, Lord. Mel said she went out gathering supplies yesterday, but did not recall seeing her return.
Does he have a direction of travel?
Yes, she goes to the south.
maintain your duties, keep everybody on alert, let the people know until we identify a potential situation. People should remain within the town.
As you wish.
Perhaps we'll have
What would we find if we went south? What's to the south of the town?
Woods.
Just woods. Is there anything past the woods? Is there another town to the south?
The only closest
Not too
town
far,
would
or-
be Fengsport, way down here.
Okay.
I mean, you guys are right here where my red arrow is. So there's quite a bit of empty places to go all amongst all that.
If there's any remnants of the army we just fought, it'd be still roaming the countryside.
Give me a
The
history.
woods.
Give me a history check. I'll give you advantage because it is just because we do play a long time between games.
Uh, 30.
There could be a hag down there.
That's it. Wasn't
Yes,
there a
you-
hag? Is that where we were? Yeah, that's where we were at the beginning. Wasn't there a hag out there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I can't even remember. I don't have my notes. What the deal?
I thought
How that whole thing ended.
you guys took care of the hag when we left, or when I met up with you on the road.
There's a hag.
This is whole. Wait, there has been a whole time change since all that happened. I don't know if that messed it, or well, it sent us back. Did it send us not far enough back to
Not
affect
far enough.
that? Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't remember if we fought the hag, didn't we? Yeah.
did.
But we didn't kill her.
No. She escaped.
She escaped. To eat children another day. All right.
Hags are slippery little suckers.
Yeah.
They won't slip again.
Now that
we
you
still
recall
have
that,
some-
there was something to involve with the green dragon as well.
Yeah. Didn't
And a
we
dryad.
became friends with the green dragon?
You did, yes.
I gotta dig real deep for this.
I like this part of the story better.
This is like 3 years ago for you,
Yeah.
physically time.
If I had my notes, it'd be right there.
Fair enough.
Damn
3
notebook.
years and a time shift.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, so they might still be in the area down there.
Then we need to gather our gear and we need to go. HK will he'll say we should meet within the next 15 minutes and be ready to march south.
Okay, so it's gonna be HK, Firebrand, Zindrid, Rydell to go look for the missing townsperson.
Correct. I will leave Shadow Smite to watch over these
Rogues.
miscreants she's been assigned.
Okay.
And if
Who is-
Alexy comes back,
Who's doing the tracking? Because normally, back in the past, it was Jew who did it so
Jew.
splendidly for you in these woods. Until you met a wonderful ranger. But she unfortunately did not make it. And then you had another, but you apparently have lost that one. So
We don't have our wrong way ranger, Jew.
I spent a lot of time watching Pepper as she did what she did, so I'll do the tracking.
Zendrid will happily assist. She's not amazing at it, but has an okay, ability to perceive things from the environment.
And Aleron has walked before. I don't know if that'll help.
Nice.
I'm trained in survival.
sweet.
I have skills, nunchuck skills, walking skills.
I'm not trained in survival, but I have a +7 because
Nice. HK proficient in tracking? Survival?
Oh yeah, I'm proficient in survival. I'm actually a +12 to the roll.
All right.
Oh,
Then roll. You're pretty solid.
Ranger. We don't need no stinking rangers.
That's a 22.
Okay. You find what appears to be a very common path, but there are several of them. So you're beginning some of your tracking heading forward. All right. So our band is headed out south of the town of Greenwood. Alesky. We'll move on to Alesky and the party that has made its way to the Raven Grave. You are met by a familiar halfling face. He goes...
Hail then, well then.
Well, hail, Alesky. The champion's back. Where's HK?
He is taking his rest after an excellent adventure. We thought that we had been away just a little too long and had to come back and experience the wonderful events put on by your establishment. We were hoping that we could speak with Hartmore again. She did such a good job for us and treated us so well, we thought we might come back and visit.
Yeah, new bodyguards? As he points to Cascade and Baymont.
Well,
My entourage.
obviously, Jew is enough for anybody to feel safe around. But we had some folks who wanted to come along and witness Jew in his greatness, and I couldn't turn them away.
Ah, groupies. Gotcha. Pretty well armed for groupies,
Yeah.
but it's all good. This little guy is, he's got slick black hair, brown eyes, very expensive silk clothes. That's who you guys noticed that Alesky is talking to. He goes, all right, give me a moment. I'll check with the boss. Grab a table.
Thank you very much. So I'm sure Jew and I have our favorite table here by now.
Okay.
But like center of the room, if I recall, Jew's personal preferences.
A male tiefling will come on over. He's got these red cocktail-filled glasses of some red substance in it. He puts them in front of all four of you.
Is this a familiar house special from the past, or?
Nope, not that you remember.
And that's part of the problem. Is this what caused me not to remember?
Well, you didn't really. The problem is you didn't have a tendency to party down here. You partied elsewhere, a little more high-class spots.
Is this something I've drank before?
You couldn't remember what
Probably.
you drank. You usually go, this is pretty fancy for you. You usually drink the poor shit.
Jew, if you ask, is this something I've drank before, the answer is yes, because I've never seen you not drink anything put in front of you.
This is true.
All right. Do you drink, Jew?
does a bear shit in the woods?
That's what I thought. Alesky, what do you drink?
I will politely sip. I mean, at this point, I'm not looking to have a good time in the sense of, I have something I'm trying to do here. So,
Cascade,
so I don't want to
Do you sip?
I don't want to be drooling all over Heartmore more than I usually do.
Gotcha.
Cass will slowly push her cup towards Jew and create and shape water and drink a bubble of water.
As a sailor, you're not going to drink?
It's not grog. She doesn't recognize it.
Okay, fair. Vaymont, as a youngin, do you drink?
It doesn't smell good.
Okay.
Apple juice.
Alesky and Jew, you basically feel warm and like healed, like healthier.
Oh, it's that good stuff.
This is good.
But other than that, you don't feel. Other than that, you don't feel any of the weird effects. You sit down here. This guy continues to. He goes and gives you a round of purple drinks. After an hour, you guys are still sitting.
Purple drink.
Drink, yes?
Well, if I'm not feeling anything from the first one, what's going to stop me from drinking the second one?
Okay.
Some dessert to put you to sleep.
Again, I would sip. I mean, I don't have to drink, but I would.
But you do.
None of us have to.
but you,
No, I mean literally, I don't have to drink. I don't have to drink or eat. I mean, I can, but I don't have to. So.
right. It's a choice.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I would.
Do you indulge?
Again, yes, but not to excess because it was lightly given.
It's
So,
very
I mean, I'm not
tasty.
gonna-
It's very tasty. Okay.
But I'm not going to be like doing shots. I'll nurse the glass.
All right. How about our two newbies?
Cass likes the rough stuff. It looks too fruity for her.
Okay.
That's right. You and I are girl drink drunk. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm more interested in looking around the room for
I
anything
just can't say no
else
to
that's
free liquor.
shiny or anybody else that's interesting.
There are 3 bartenders. One is a dwarf, a male dwarf tending bar. There is a female tending another bar, and then the one who's been giving you drinks is a male tiefling. There also is another dwarf nearby who seems to be drinking from the other dwarf.
Like a vampire, he's drinking from the other dwarf.
No, glasses that were given to him.
What makes the other dwarf interesting?
He looks like he fights a lot.
Like, he would have fought you?
Maybe.
I'm gonna tap Jew. Hey, did you fight that guy?
No, I didn't.
Well,
You
why
know-
not?
Because he's still alive.
Wow. You guys basically are just fed drinks and you wait a good 3 hours before another tiefling with long black hair comes down and goes, "Sorry for the inconvenience. The lady will see you now."
I'm gonna tap Cascade. I don't suppose you could make Alexei less drunk, could you?
Well, let me think on that for 2 seconds here.
Because I'm a little concerned about the amount of drinks that were consumed within 3 hours.
Yes, I can.
Well, that's fantastic. It's great that we brought you.
Do you want me to do it now, or...
Yes.
All right, she casts Lesser Restoration on Jew, much like
No,
Russell
not
did.
Jew. I don't care about Jew. He's a fighter.
Okay. On hell, she'll do it again on Alesky.
Any more drinks?
Alexi.
Or quick.
Wait a minute. So who are you restoring? Both of them or just one of them?
I did them both.
You did them both.
Man.
Okay.
You
'Cause
want
I
to
said
see
I
a
did
barbarian
too.
rage?
I
Take
did
all
on
the
Jew,
bars.
and what the hell, I'll do it on both of them.
All right. So cast the spells off.
Yep.
All right. You follow.
Yes.
As you get to the hall up, the tiefling goes. He just points to Alesky and Jew. The two of you, the others, the groupies stay behind. And then he continues up the stairs. You're muted.
I think that'll be okay. We've been very safe here before. Feel free to bet. In fact, that may be a way to get the coin you need for your goblet. That is certainly an option here. Hopefully, will be just a very short while, and then hopefully waiting again for a meeting with the person we're trying to get in touch with, or I'm trying to get in touch with them.
I mean, if we really, really need the goblet, I'm sure we can find one.
Yes, it's a big city. I'm sure there's plenty of goblet makers around. Absolutely.
Find one.
I will hand Vaymont 100 gold if you decide to throw some bets in the gladiator competition. Win us some money.
I mean, do I have to bet to win you some money?
However
That's
you feel.
technically how betting works. I mean, we don't want you to bet to lose money.
Well, what if I just find money?
Hey, if you can make that 100 gold into more than 100, I'm cool with that.
I won with all the legitimate gambling money they paid me out and all those people's jewelry. I don't know. Weird.
I doubt you'll find any money around here. Trust me, I looked. There are no loose coins running around the floor in this place, I'm sure.
All right.
Oh, they don't have to be loose.
Yeah, in pockets, whatever.
You two
Get our asses kicked out.
Are you two staying behind? Agreeing.
Mr. Lexi, if you're sure, I mean, I can hide in your pocket, or I can stay behind.
Just let everybody know you're with me, and you should be fine.
So I'm a little concerned. Lady Zindra did want us to assist. Does that not mean meeting the people that you've come to meet?
Not if they don't want you in the meeting, I don't think. I mean, I'm not here to piss people off.
Like I said, I can hide in your pocket, or I can stay. You tell me.
I do know that magic is very prevalent here. We are dealing with beings that exist on other planes, so I would imagine you would be recognized quickly.
Yeah, I don't want to piss anybody off.
I think etiquette-wise, it's better for you to just sit down here for a few minutes while we speak with Hartmore quickly.
If you're sure, and then she'll put her hand on his shoulder and cast guidance.
And as is heading on up, I will touch him on the back and cast protection from evil and good.
Okay.
So guidance, you
burst
get an
into
extra
flame, do I?
D4.
You don't.
Okay.
It's just protection. It's sweet things.
You get an extra D4 for an ability check.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So not a saving throw, but a ability check.
All right.
And creatures have disadvantage on rolls trying to charm you, frighten you, or possess you.
That's good. Usually good better on Jew though. He's the one that gets possessed a lot, but they didn't tell you that.
Yeah, but I'm just
Very true.
so I don't know that. That's right, and
Don't worry,
I-
Ju's been possessed by his armor now. I'm sure it'll protect him.
You're so right. Okay, so you guys get up there. Basically, Jew, you see what do we got here? A beautiful, curvy, blonde, elven woman. She's a little taller than a normal elf. She is in a beautiful silk and shiny black dress with perfectly laid diamonds on one side. She's sitting back easily in a very new desk with notes and things around. Alesky, of course, you see the wings and the horns that are part of this body, and she's definitely not elf, but the arena of what she is. She goes, "Oh, Jew, you've come back. I knew the call of the crowds were just too much for you to leave behind."
Oh no, now. I'm here with my friend, supporting. Not looking for fights right now.
Well, you are attired in the most magnificent way with that beautiful armor.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's nice.
Such creation of the old dwarven smiths. It suits you well for a man of your stature and ability.
Only the best for a champion, right?
Only the best for one of our champions. So, what can I do for you two illustrious adventurers of Spero?
Alexi.
Your voice is lost again. I know my beauty can do that.
Well,
Lost
and
his voice
it
with your beauty.
truly so. We've come because I was hoping you would do us the grace of introducing us to our patron, our mutual friend. I have no way to talk to him directly, so you're my only hope of establishing contact with the benefactor who gave both Jew and I this wonderful armor. Would it be possible for you to...
Not Frog.
No. Lord Zariel.
I don't tend to like getting Zariel's attention, though.
I don't think it would be his attention, right? Because
Her attention, to be more accurate.
her?
Yes.
Oh, well, I believe the person who gave me this armor was a man, or male.
Well, we can choose whatever gender need be. We don't have to be picky in our, being part of the mortal world.
Come on now,
Well,
Alexi, it's 2022.
Yeah.
I just wanted to address them correctly. And well, perhaps do you know of the circumstances surrounding the gift of this armor?
Tiny bit.
I mean, I'm not the champion of the arena that Jew is. Obviously, he deserves such a lavish reward and gift for his efforts. But I'm curious to know why I was granted such an award.
Below my pay grade, I'm not sure.
And that is why I was hoping to speak with the gifter directly.
Right.
Is there any chance? Is there any chance that you could arrange to get their attention from me as opposed to directly contacting them?
Just, again, it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of attention that I don't need, Alesky. I'm not really sure what the point of all this is. You have some wonderful stuff. Move along. It's fine. You guys are doing wonderful. Unless you want to get a fight in, then, I don't see what the whole situation is all about.
Well, we're not doing fine. I mean, you're fine. Absolutely fine. Beautifully fine. But...
Well, you flatter me so much, I just can't see myself as another one of your lovers.
We're working on that, and we're working together towards that. But right now, I really do feel that I need to speak with our benefactor directly. Is there any way that you could think of that I could accomplish that doesn't directly involve you?
Yes. Fight for me. Promotional fight. I got the champion here, and you. You did it before.
Well, then that directly involves you. How can I do it without involving you?
Without involving me?
Well, we don't want to draw attention to you, right? So.
Well, no. I can. It is me having to ask anyways is going to make the call. I'm just trying to get something beneficial to my actual benefactor, which is Frog. Which is, what the people want. Jew doesn't want to let the people down. He's come back into town. It's already a buzz all over Fengsport. Jew has returned. They want to see him fight.
And that may happen if he wishes that. But that still doesn't bring me any closer to speaking with the person I want to speak to.
No, it makes me happy to do what you need me to do for you.
But I don't want to trouble you in any way, shape, or form.
I don't want the trouble at all.
So how can I go around you, so to speak, so that you're not in any way put out?
You could just travel right yourself to the Nine Hells yourself. How's that?
She told you to go to hell, just to make sure. Just to make sure everybody got that.
Well done, Ken.
It's an inaccurate, at best, way to travel. So no.
The
I
world
don't have the
that
time
we
to
all know
wander
is
the 9 levels.
who you know and who you know. I know a lot. But they just come with price tags. Information is power. Let's not kid ourselves.
I'm not kidding myself, but I was trying to be considerate of you since you felt that it would draw undue attention to you. And unfortunately, I'm not a fighter. Some may call me a lover, but I'm certainly not a fighter.
But you can be. Then I'll do you a deal. I will give you let me have Jew on a field of battle. And your 2 friends downstairs with him, so you can learn what they're all about. Against some fine fighters of the realm. As long as they agree to be your hands on the fight, then we both win. Entertainment, your involvement, and I will allow you to see your benefactor. You may hold
You'll
court
allow
with
me
Zerial
to see
herself.
my benefactor. So you're saying that you control Zerial then?
No, I said I would get you
You just
contact.
No, you just said you would allow me, which means that you're preventing me, which means that you control Zerial.
You're clever, Alesky, but not as clever as your friend Zindrid. I can either be this easy path to you, or like I said, find your own gate. I have things to do. I have many other fighters. How would you like to play this?
Well, I can't give you anything because Jew is not something I own nor control. He's a friend. He's a comrade. Practically family. And neither can I give you the folks that accompanied us, because again, I have no control over them. And neither will they be my hands in a fight, because my hands are what I fear. So,
Too true, Alesky, too true. Well, have a good time in Feng Court then. I hope you find good fortune.
I hope I do too. It was wonderful to see your face again. I'm so going to miss any chance that we have in the future, because we do have to travel away. We are short-timed.
You are?
We have many things to do. We are building closets.
I do hope you, at some point, do return, because the people will be missing everything you could provide.
I'm sure we'll return.
Rico, make a wisdom saving throw, please. At disadvantage.
Do I need to? Because I've already got a -1.
I think you know how this falls.
A 5.
Yeah, you feel pretty sick, because you would really like to be in the public eye again. And I assume, Alesky, you're returning for the door?
Almost. I'm playing coy at the moment.
What opponent do you have in mind?
Oh, a number of knights up in risings. They think their armor is good enough to put them in battle, and their skill is honed enough to fall any enemy that we should put in. Young, inspiring warriors.
How many?
A lot. Maybe
How
9.
many?
Maybe 9 of them.
I'll step up behind you and do like the, like the coach, like hands on the shoulders kind of thing. Like, is this something you want to do, Jew? I mean, we're here to support you. And behind his back, I'll start casting a little spell and charm monster on Hartmore.
Okay. She goes, "You're adorable. Try your tricks, Alesky, but let's face it, you have a lot more situations not in your power than I do." She snaps her fingers and you go blind.
Joe!
Now, Jew, I know that your friend needs coin. 5,000 gold pieces will make the fight, and you will get the glory that you need. And if you want a prize, I know prizes mean something to you, we can make that happen. You can hear this, Matt, but you just cannot see.
10,000 gold. Alexei gets to meet Zariel, and you've got 1 hour to set the fight up.
One other condition. You must say that you are his hand.
Whose hand?
No, Jew.
Alesky's.
No.
All the fame.
I can't let you see my face right now.
I'm nobody's hand.
It's just for this fight. It's all for promotional, Jew. This is all about what this is all about. And then you give your friend what he needs. I give you the people, the glory and the fame that you want, and the money that you need. Oh, and I'll give you a couple of wheelbarrows to bring, wagons to bring back to Greenwood, of the choice drink that you like.
You can promote the fight however you want.
That's all I needed to hear. Thank you. 1 hour.
But you
So,
these
wouldn't you be
folks-
jealous of giving up the credit, though? Wouldn't you be envious of allowing him to take credit for your actions? I think
Hey,
this
you're
would
not
be
here.
tough.
You're not here.
My bad, I muted myself.
It's splitting the party.
These foes are such a lesser foe. The only way to prove that you are so great is to fight them barehanded and not kill them.
Who?
Otherwise, they're just so lesser that it's obviously that you're going to defeat them.
The tiefling comes in the room and goes, "This way, gentlemen."
A wrestling match. Then you can really go full nature boy.
I need my our other two.
Yeah, he's leaving you back down to the hall.
Okay.
So where those two are.
Cascade, Vaymont.
So how'd it go?
Great. You said you wanted to get a little taste of the gladiatorial world, right?
I
I
didn't
did.
say that, but it does sound fun.
I did what now?
You guys will be sort of by my side. I will be fighting.
Slightly behind.
You guys will be with me. You don't need to fight, just support. You know,
Oh, so we get to go in with the
Yes.
champion?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, it will.
When is this fight supposed to be?
45 minutes. But assure you, after the fight is over, we'll be able to purchase.
Couldn't you have
Your
asked
copy.
for an hour?
Oh, I did, but that was like 10 minutes ago.
Why the hell didn't you come down faster?
I mean, I'm
God
sure that
damn it! Now I can't fucking help you.
I'm
You're
sure
on
that-
your own.
I'm sure the time is here nor there, Cascade. I mean,
Nah,
what's the
You
chance
do
it's
realize
actually going to be
Your deal did
45
not
minutes
include either of them.
before we go in? I mean, they have to go like talk to people that want to fight you, and then they got to go schedule it.
Oh no,
I'm
they've
sure
already
it'll
got
Take
they've
plenty
already
of
got
time.
like 9 nights lined up or something.
Oh, 9 people that already want to kill you. Great.
Better hope it's not 9 nights.
Or at least not
Dudes.
the 9 nights.
yeah.
To your rooms before the fight, you have about 40 minutes. He'll take you to the barracks.
Is Alesky down here too?
Yeah,
or...
they're all of you together.
And he's still blind.
Nope, he's fine now.
Okay.
Where are the bets placed? Anyway.
Just ask the barkeep. He'll get you the right person. I'm not
Okay.
sure exactly. I'm usually the one down there fighting. I don't know.
I'm gonna go to the barkeep and ask him.
Which one?
I don't know.
The dwarf.
What can I do for you?
Hey, so I heard there is betting allowed on gladiatorial combat, and I'm gonna be in a fight, so I want to bet on me.
Ah,
Take it easy, Pete Rose.
don't worry. You don't have to worry
Love
about
it.
the bets. The money will come your way.
Yeah, but I want to.
If you're in the fights, it's not really around here. You don't quite understand where the fights are being viewed, little one.
Yeah, but where are the people who are throwing their money all around and saying, I want that person to kill that person?
Well, it's all across the multiverse, and it's not really always money.
Oh. Well, that's too bad.
For you.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Well, good luck. What was your name?
Oh, well, I go by Vey.
You're gonna be with Jew, right?
Yeah, he's the champion.
He is the champion. You'll be fine.
I mean, the way that Jude talks, I'm sure.
Well, we hope
It'll be
you
a
are.
massacre.
Well, him and his partner HK usually did fine. I will say, though, everyone that was around him did get stabbed quite a bit, almost died several times. There was a few things that were close. But I'm sure, kid, you'll make it fine in this.
Okay, okay. Well, thanks for the help.
No problem. Drink?
I'll bring one to Jude. Thanks.
There you go.
I'll toss him a coin. And then I'll snatch it in the air and minor illusion a coin, flipping toward him, and then I'll run away.
Okay. Alright, you're back to the barracks. Anything you guys want to talk about before the fight is set?
I'm sure this drink will do Jew more good than me. So,
as far as game plans go, obviously they will be keyed up on me. So whatever you guys do, however you want to, whatever, you know. You can sit back and watch if you want, front row seat.
so HK is also a champion. He was with you in here as well.
Yes, we are co-champions. This will be my first solo fight without HK in the Glen. Well, no. Yes. I think it's my first solo fight.
Is it technically solo?
Well, my first fight without HK. It's not solo because you guys will be within the ring.
Hopefully he wasn't carrying the team.
In some instances he was, in some instances I was. But you're not here, Aleron, so...
Just the voice in your head. A little
Yeah.
doubt creeping in.
So why are we having a fight? I thought we were coming to talk. Nobody was gonna die, is what I was told. I'm
Well,
just asking.
around these parts, they're nothing's easy. Everybody's got a little, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of deal. So, in order for Alesky to be able to speak to the person he wishes, I had to get in the arena one last time, but they wanted to have you two in there as well. And
This Heartmore character sounds like quite the talker.
oh yes, she's a great promoter.
There's a knock
She
on the
knows-
door.
She knows how to set up things very well.
Jinx comes through. Ah, got you in time. A couple of formalities. Just need you to sign some papers, and then we'll get the fight situated. And hands it to you, Jew.
Alesky,
What are those papers?
Jew has them right now.
I look at Alesky and wave him.
Boilerplate contract. No need to read them.
You wanna help me look over these?
They are
I would.
My big thing is one fight.
one fight. There's definitely one fight listed on there. Apparently 9 opponents.
1 to 5.
And
We never did this boilerplate paperwork before, right? So this is something new.
Seems like it.
Okay. I'll glance over it.
Okay. It's a contract for the fight.
I'll glance over what it says about me.
It's just saying that you're basically in a fight with Jew and Cascade to be the representing hand of Alesky in the glory of his name.
Does it say what the stakes are? Rewards?
There are some things in the war. There'll be rewards to be named. There's money involved. Glory to Jew and continuing what he is for the gladiatorial pits. And you guys will get monetization of gold as well.
Does it state what is lost if we lose?
Your lives.
Your soul.
Nope,
Anything
nothing about
else?
Souls. Just nothing about your souls. Just you die if you fail.
That's it? Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Just we die?
Nothing in that terms. Yeah. What is your intelligence?
15.
Okay.
Above average.
Lee can't stop chuckling behind that black screen.
It's
Okay.
it's
You-
just safer this way. If
Are-
you
are
can't,
you signing?
If you can see
I
my
gotta
face,
go.
Alexi,
yeah.
you don't see any reason I shouldn't sign. This looks
No sign, no fight.
standard.
I mean, if the only thing that's at stake is our lives, then why not?
Yeah.
That's completely what I expected of gladiatorial combat. And Jew is the champion.
He
So
is the champion.
I do not believe that our lives are at risk at all.
No, not really. Besides fighting. Are you signing?
No, I'm sure with Jew in the fight with you, your lives are not at risk. Go ahead, Jew.
Okay, I will sign.
You sign. Now hands over to Cascade.
Mr. Alexi, you sound so confident and so excited.
Did you not want to go in the fight?
So, quick question. If we have to sign this, meaning, we are actually saying who we are to go into a combat with, I'm going to peruse the paper. Does the paper say anything about our opponent?
There are some names that don't seem very anything that would stick out. They're very common names.
Bob the Builder and
They're not names that you know of, so
Dora the Explorer.
yeah,
pretty much.
Dora.
Bob, Robert, Thomas, William. Very common names. Frank.
I'm sure I'm sure they're just looking to capitalize on the champion being back. And easy promotion for getting a lot of attention and making money.
With
You
all
asked-
this,
Go
with
ahead.
all this back and forth, casts detect magic on the paperwork.
It's magic.
Not terribly surprised.
Of course, it's magic.
Once you sign,
Also, Jinx's silk suit is magic too.
well, couldn't look that good if it wasn't.
Thank you.
She kind of gives Alexi a raised eyebrow and a sigh and signs it.
As you sign it and you kind of sign it to Alesky, Alesky's body is all magic too. And then he hands the paper over to you, Baymont.
Okay,
Sign?
I'll sign since they signed.
Thank you. And Jinx leaves. Alright.
Oh, you'll be killing again, Alesky. Alex. Oh, yes.
Okay. Within 30 minutes, or we'll say 20 minutes now after that, Nevermore comes down and you guys will see this beautiful elven woman in a magnificent dress, long legs, long hair, blonde hair, glide into your room and say, the fight is ready. You follow?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Did anything seem off about this woman to me?
Everything
How-
seems
yeah,
off.
So. She's really
There's
pretty
nothing-
and smooth. It's like a viper. Like sticking your hand in a basket that you know is a viper's in there, maybe? That's how she feels to you?
It'd be a better question would be: is there anything that doesn't seem off about this woman? Much shorter list.
Like what can I insight from her? I guess because when I asked about who she was, neither one of the two who know who she is really gave me any insight into who she was.
Give me a roll. Give me an insight roll.
Did the time in the room count as a short
30,
rest?
20.
Yes.
Thank you.
30, 20.
There's definitely more layers to this woman than she personifies off. You basically notice someone who is a consummate professional of what you would run into. So very smooth, very calm with what she's doing. It seems like everything she does is calculating. Every step has a purpose to why she's doing it. It's pretty much what you get. Other than that, you can't pick up more than even with that astute. And that just probably sets you off more, is the fact that she's that much more guarded than you're able to easily get through. Because you have a history and a knack for doing so. And this woman is in that skill level to say not so easy.
Is there anything odd about her appearance, perception-wise, that
You? No.
gives her away that she is more than what she seems?
You get an unnerving a feeling about her that would put other things into senses, but not really, unless you have something that's different. Then no. And then she basically leads you to a large double doors. They open up, and they seem to be in our enchantments from around, runes on the door that basically cause it to open up. There's a walkway that goes into what looks to be like space from there. And she leads you guys in.
So just before they enter the portal, I will cast Heroism on them all.
Heroism?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys have that effect?
What's that do?
Basically, you can't be frightened, and every round you gain 5 temporary hit points. 4 temporary hit points. And they don't stack, but if you've lost hit points, they'll replace them, basically. So you get the best of whatever temporary hit points you have. So if you have 4 this round and you get hurt and you're down to 2, you'll go back up to 4, such a thing. So basically you get 4 hit points around, replenishing.
For how long?
It's a minute.
Okay. You guys enter you see basically
said-
a portal,
4.
and she bids you to step through. Jude's done it before, so he easily walks through. Do you two do the same?
Yes.
All right. Remember, you guys can stand back a little ways. If there's anything that you want to contribute, it's on you. Otherwise, I will do my thing.
I excitedly jump through.
Okay. Let me pull this down.
The minute Jude turns around, no, I'll hold off. No, the minute Jude turns around, I cast Enlarge on him.
Large.
I'm sorry, what?
She made you a bigger boy.
Uh-oh.
Jew is now larger than life.
Indeed.
He's as large as his ego.
What a return to the arena, though, as he's enlarged, stepping out through the doorway in front of all of his fans who have been missing him.
Wow, Ben's really fast at putting together these like random encounter scenarios.
You'd think he had no idea.
How could this possibly be?
You get an extra 1d4, Rico, on your damage.
All right, Alesky's banned. Alesky, you are watching, but obviously things can go on the outside of things. So I need all of you
Bet
to
on me.
please roll initiative.
I did it in D&D Beyond, but it was
Yep.
16.
I got y'all.
Copy.
Just waiting for Matt. Get his in. There we go. All right. You see. I'm pretty sure there was 9 of them. Wow, it's pretty slow to you guys.
I only see 7. Oh, there's 2 on the right.
Yeah, I think so. They're all there. All right. Vemont. You are here. And everyone can get the enjoyment that we actually have the right models for our heroes. And you are... Sorry, can you see where you are here? There is Cascade.
I'm gonna hold my turn until after Jew.
Okay.
I want to see him in action.
All right. Well, one of the knights will make a charge. And he is going to try to stab you in the... hit you in the back.
Who, me or Jew? He's closer
Jew.
to Jew.
Me?
Yeah.
Dirty fighting.
He swings once, twice, and completely does no touching to you at all. I forgot you also have your cloak on, but he gets nothing.
But of course.
Alesky, what would you like to do on the outside arena?
I'm just watching. I mean, I haven't figured out how to affect the arena yet in any other sneaky way.
Okay. While you're standing there thinking, and in a casual comment, Nevermore goes, "Don't get too close. I don't want to have any more lost feathers." As you chomp on that, Jew, it is your turn.
So one has approached.
Yes.
Alright. Let's rumble.
Turn to face him.
Yep.
Cut a quick promo on him. Go full
Say
wrestling.
good. Hold on. Let me. Okay. No, I'm just gonna go regular.
Going reckless or straight?
Straight attack right now.
Okay.
So let's see. First attack. Hey, stop eating my tree. Freaking cat. I'm not going reckless, so I don't have advantage. So straight up roll. 18.
Just hits.
We got 15 damage
Okay.
plus 1d4 from being enlarged. 17 damage.
Okay. You take a good chunk out of his shoulder.
Okay. What do we have? Just 2 attacks since I'm not going nuts. Second attack.
Are you going to invoke rage?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Hit
Not
again.
as I go one-on-one. 24.
You hit.
Let's see. 17. 18. 19 the damage on that one.
You slash underneath. You think you crushed rib and collapsed lung. He's bleeding very badly down to a knee.
Okay. And
Are you 2 attacks or 3?
I think just
Just say in your action profile. I think you're just 2.
I think it's just 2. Where is it?
It's when you rage, you can do a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay. Cascade.
Yeah, because there's nobody else close to me. So
And I'm the one in the middle?
You're right there. With the green arrow.
Oh, I do not see myself. Is there...
Right here. See it? The white red arrows?
Oh. I didn't... I can't tell. Okay, so am I on the outside of that there circle then?
Yep.
Like those two out here are closer to me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Okay.
I'm going to turn around and hit them with Thunderclap. It is 60 feet. Is it a cone? Oh, I'm hovering on the wrong one. It is 100 feet, and each creature. So they need to make a con save, please.
How wide? You see that cone?
Nope. It's a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away, each creature within range. Range is 5 foot. I thought it was further. Never mind. I am not casting Thunderclap because I don't want to deafen my friends. I will choose the one that's slightly forward there on the right of my character.
Mm-hmm.
From my character's perspective, and cast Infestation then.
Okay.
In which case, I still need a con saving throw.
Fail.
He takes 14 poison damage and is covered in a cloud of fleas and other icky bugs. And he is going to be moved 5 feet away from me. Sorry about that.
No problems.
Go away.
You said
Go
fleas
bark.
and icky bugs, and the dog was like, "What?"
Yeah. The dog was like, no! So he is taking poison damage, the number I just gave you.
Okay.
And he moves 5 feet away. Roll a d4 that I didn't grab to figure out which direction he goes in. And it's not away from me. It's away from the spot he's in. And I rolled a 2. 2 is south
All right.
of his correct direction.
Step in front of this guy. All right. Is there any more effects after that?
No. Nope. And I believe, yeah, I only get one action. So that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Light beam will show up.
So, when do I get my turn?
When did you set your hold? You said you're holding your action for when someone shows up to.
No, it's for as soon as Jew went.
Okay. So before that guy shows up. Then.
Sweet.
What would you like to
The
do?
guy next to us is in bad shape.
Very bad shape.
Cool. All right, this is exciting. So I'm gonna make a shadowy scythe show up in my hand by casting my Shadow Blade, and then I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
And very playfully booming blade him.
All right.
Oh, whoops. Hold on. Gotta see if I hit. So,
That hits.
yeah, but I get to.
See if you
So
get one.
I'm also an elf, so I get to roll it another dice to see if I hit. So, good times. So, yeah, 22 to hit. So he's gonna take 11 damage plus. Oh, get out of the way. There we go. Plus 12 damage, so
23.
23 plus 26, so 49.
He drops dead.
God damn! I like it.
This is exciting, Jew.
Oh, good job, little buddy. That's well done.
Are you guys Batman and Robin?
Yeah, they are.
Shut up, Aleron.
This guy runs up, swinging at Jew at disadvantage, so pretty much not likely to hit anything. So it's a miss.
That guy's dead.
He stumbled. Oh no, this is not going well. Again against you. Misses.
I'm just in awe of Jew's ability to dodge and parry and deflect attacks.
No deflecting attacks. You notice my cloak makes me look a little distorted.
Don't take the skill away from it, Jew.
Damn you.
The knight on the left, though, does come up and hit you, Vaymont.
Okay.
Ooh, what?
You will take...
What? You hit my friend.
You'll take 12 points of damage.
Oh, that reminds me. I also gained a soul trinket, which is exciting.
And misses. And Cascade is an 18. There's a knight attacking you. Cascade, you are also hit. You take 5 points of damage. And you dodge that one. The second guy attacking you misses. Misses. Alright. So that was pretty much all of them. Jill, you pretty much dodged all the other stuff. So Vaymont, it is now you in the top of the round.
Great. This is looking fun. Alright, so I'm going to...
Oh, the fun is about to start.
It sure is. Where is it? Where is it? I'm going to use my Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Okay.
And I'm going to disappear from where I am and reappear behind one of the ones that is right next to Cascade.
Okay. Where did you want to be? Point me with your arrow.
Let's see. So hold on. So Cascade is right
There,
here,
yep.
right?
Yep.
So I will appear right here. And let the fun begin. So, I'm going to Blooming Blade this on... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use what I actually want to have been using, which is Green Flame Blade. So, a Green Flame is going to overcome the blade of my scythe as I attempt to strike that guy.
Okay.
And one more time. Alright, so 26 to hit.
Yep.
Fantastic. So he's going to take 10 plus 5, so he's going to take
Ding.
15. Did you say ding?
No, it said 15. Just going.
15. So it's going to be
39.
39 that he's going to take. And then the guy right next to him is going to take 8 plus... is going to take 20 points of damage.
Okay. That one you hit Erdon falls dead. Blade piercing through his back, coming out of his chest with fire. You can see that just burn a hole into it. The other guy gets blasted pretty much in the side of his face from the backlash of the flame.
Woo! Another trinket! I'm going to hold it up. Yes!
Alesky, what would you like to do? As you stand next to her, your arm feels warm.
Actually, if I'm not stopped, I'm going to leave the viewing room.
Okay.
and look for someplace kind of private.
All right. So you will basically go back to the barracks.
My armor's warm.
All right, Jew, it is your turn.
He's good. He give himself the stranger. Okay. Jake got that one. Everybody's all nice and bundled around us now, huh?
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm going reckless.
Are you raging?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's extra 3 damage to everything you're hitting with.
Super. So 3 attacks plus... Oh boy, this is going to be fun. And I'm rolling at advantage. So, first attack. 31, non-natural.
God, that hits, yeah.
Let's see. Damage, we're going to go 13 plus 1, 14 plus you said 3.
Yep.
So
17
damage.
Okay. Did you want to add any from the defender sword? I believe does it have that ability or not?
Oh, that's already added in.
Already added. Okay, cool.
When I roll, yeah.
All right.
It's 2d6 plus 8.
Okay.
Second attack. Ooh, there's a natural 20 in there.
Oh, awesome.
That's going to be
Double all the dice.
23 plus 6, so 29 plus 3, 32.
You pretty much bring this guy down to his knees. He's looking through his helm in awe and fear.
Okay, and then I will go third attack on another one since that guy's pretty much... yeah, never mind. I'm going to finish him because, that's just what I do. Oh, look, another natural 20. He's going to get cut in half.
You literally cleave him and cut him in half. He's quite...
Finish him.
Leonika, would you please take a 6-sided die and put a 1 on that die for me, please?
Okay.
Is that all?
Yeah, it's my 3 attacks.
All right, Cascade.
I just turn and face the next guy with a nice grin on my face.
Cass did not bring a lot. I can kind of see where Vey is. Alright, I'm going to face away from Jew. Because he's kind of sort of next to me, isn't he? Isn't that the one right next to me? Okay. So I'm going to hit the 2. Is that 2 or 3? There's a pillar right there, so I can't quite tell how many people are in front of me.
There's 2.
But it doesn't matter because I would like to have a Constitution saving throw from them, please.
Okay. Both of them?
Yes.
Failure. Failure.
Okay. So they are going... I'm going to cast Thunder Wave, and they are going to take... Where is it? I'm only doing this at first level, so 2d8. She's ticked, but she's not quite that ticked. 10 points of damage to both of them.
Okay. Alright. Is that it?
That is her turn.
Alright. This booming effect. Their armor rattles against their bodies and stuff. They definitely grunt from the pain, but have not seemed to be too worse for wear. The 2 guys on you, Jew, seem to be able to do nothing.
Just so they have advantage, and then my cloak does disadvantage, so I don't know if it just negates and straight attacks on me.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. your new armor, though, they still need a natural 20. And your armor just bouncing it off all of them. Alright. The 2 on Cascade. These guys are not what they seem to be, what Nevermore reported them up to be, or just young men not able to fight very well. And then 2 on Vaymont. And this new animated dice has been awful for me. So they
They're
all
local
went badly.
jobbers. They're local jobbers. This is wrestling.
Nothing wrong with that.
Very badly. Yeah, they're promotional fighters. They're sucking. Vaymont, you have one guy next to you. You don't have any advantage because there's no one, no allies next to you on him.
Well, I'm gonna look him in the eye before I kill him, and say, "Why are you here?"
Glory and fame. Die, you little dick.
That's why I'm here.
Half his face is burnt too from your flame blade.
So he's gonna get the booming blade next. 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I still
Half
get to
his face.
re-roll because I'm an elf. So yeah, 24 to hit.
Okay.
So he's gonna take 11. So he's gonna take 30.
30?
He's gonna take 52 points of damage.
52. Alright. He drops as well, dead.
Man, he just didn't want it enough.
Alright. Alesky, you're in the room. What are you doing?
At this point, I'm basically going to take up a meditative stance and focus on, the divine blood within me. And try to rely on that and be fortified by it.
Okay.
So,
You feel your arm getting warmer and warmer.
yep.
Alright. Jew.
Yes. Oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay, first guy. Still raging. Oh, let me know when my enlarged runs off too.
No, still not that.
All right.
I was gonna say that was a minute, so
This is only
Start-
round 4, I think.
We start this round off with a natural 20.
Oh.
So 25.
Do you want to hit the
Plus-
people? There's one person that was hit by a thunder wave. Do you want to hit him first?
If he's, yeah, sure.
Okay. So 25 plus 1.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Christ. You crush half his left section of his arm and shoulder.
He's not dead?
No. Bleeding pretty badly. You spit up blood all over your chest.
He
Okay.
wishes he was.
Yeah, he does wish.
Second attack on him, I'm going to... yeah, kill him. Non-natural. 27.
You hit again.
17.
Clean cut of his head off.
Plus 4, plus 3.
He's gone.
Okay. Cleaving strike towards the next guy.
Alright. Lewanika, could you please move that D6 to a 2, please?
It has been moved.
Thank you.
27 on that guy.
Yep, that hits him.
For the record, it's a blood red die.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
13 plus 4, 17, 20 on that guy.
And it's also the rage damage?
Yes.
Okay, 24 you said?
20.
20. Alright, you cut into his leg pretty badly. It's
Okay.
bleeding all over on the circle next to you.
Now, when they do the cleaving strike, does that count as one of my actions, or is that free? Okay,
That's
so
free.
last attack. Last attack.
It's just how
23.
we do it.
17 plus 4, 21.
21 damage. You cut across his chest. Armor comes off. Blood starts spraying on the ground. So that was your 3 attacks?
Are you not entertained? Yes.
You feel that there's a crowd cheering from somewhere around the outside. You are hearing the roar. It gets filtered in from what's happening.
Yeah, I'm done for now.
Cascade, what would you like to do? There's one very badly individual who's off to Jew's left. There's one in front of you that you hit, and one more standing. There's only 3 left.
I'm trying to decide how pissed off she is. I still have first level. Okay, ice knife the guy directly in front of me.
Okay.
Which is me hitting. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, hits him.
That is 5 damage initially. And I need a dex save from him.
Alright. Not gonna go well for him. Oh, maybe I lie. He rolled a 19! He passed.
That is a pass. Is there anybody else who is within 5 feet besides myself?
Jew. Of him?
Jew.
Of the guy you just hit?
The guy I just hit.
No. Nobody.
Am I within 5 feet?
Yep.
I need a dex save.
As the
Oh,
blade
that's cocked.
shatters.
That's a 1. Yeah, the blade will shatter. So I'm going to take 2d6 cold.
Oh, ouch.
And that is 6 points to myself. And now I'm pissed.
Now she's mad.
So now Vaymont knows probably best to stay away from her in combat. She's dangerous to everybody.
Alright, he attacks you back.
What is this weird form of fighting?
And he hits you, Cascade, for 7 damage. And he misses the second time. And then everyone attacking Jew, who need 20s. Nope. 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 Nothing touches you, even being reckless. Vaymont.
Are these 2 guys within 5 feet of each other?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to use Raven Queen's Blessing and appear right here behind this guy.
Okay. Is that unlimited? The Misty stuff?
I can do it 5 times
5 times, okay.
for long rest.
You're back.
And I'm kind of getting bored with these guys. I think she talked up a big game for no reason. But my weapon's going to ignite with a green flame. And we're going to see what happens to this poor soul. Dirty 20. Dirty 20 is a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So, he's going to get 16 plus 22, so 38 plus. So he's going to take 48 damage,
His head explodes from the damage.
and then his buddy next to him, as the green flame just whips over to him,
Yep.
he's going to take 6 plus. As the wail of the dead man who just died also attaches to it, he's going to take 18 damage.
Oof. He is, like, you could see him, his knees buckling a bit from the pain.
And as a reaction, another coin is going to appear in my hand.
Okay. Alesky, your arms are warm as fuck.
Yep.
It's a nasty rash that you got there, son.
Yeah, well, I got it from you, so I appreciate it there.
Hey! Don't be spreading rumors.
Are you guys Eskimo brothers?
Yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of isolating myself and
Yeah.
He's in quarantine.
might even put some prayer in there. Grandfather, I'm in dire straits here, and I fear losing myself. Any guidance or help would be appreciated.
Roll a d100.
D100.
If you get 101, it works.
He's got a -5.
You're a creature of silk now.
Okay.
Just a 76.
Your prayer is made. Jew.
Yeah.
The guy who just buckled in front of from the flame that erupted from the other guy's face is in front of you.
Oh, awesome. I'm going to impale him. $28.
Yeah, hit.
11. Am I still running with that extra +4 from being enlarged?
Yeah.
So 13, 16 damage.
16 total?
Yep.
Okay. You do impale him in the stomach.
Is he alive still?
Yes.
Good. I'm going to carry him over to the next guy. And I'm going to impale that motherfucker too.
Just come on.
Attack at disadvantage, so it'll be a straight roll.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I rolled that at advantage. Sorry. Straight roll. Oh, 1. Apparently he's too heavy. 14. Or natural 1.
So if you roll a natural 1, you try to lift him, and it's like you stuck it. It's like in his spinal cord. You're not going anywhere else.
Okay,
You're gonna have to use an armor attack on him.
I'm going to basically put my foot up on his waist and then rip my sword out. Upwards, not outwards.
Yeah, roll again.
28. That's better.
All right, you just dislodge him in half. He his torso top rips up from the top, and his legs crumple out. And now your weapon is free.
Is he dead?
He's split in half.
Good. Cleaving strike on the next guy.
The lower half of my body.
Leonika,
What?
could you please increase the die roll on the d6, please?
31 on
3
2.
it is.
So that guy takes 17 plus 4. That guy takes 21 damage.
Oof. Right into his chest.
I'm done. Because I couldn't pick up the guy. So.
Cascade in a spew of blood and gore that has just erupted around this whole area near you. His weapon is lodged in the last remaining knight in front of you.
And they're still alive, though?
Barely.
You can stand
so-
by if you'd like.
I can use Produce Flame as an attack, but this isn't exactly ranged. This is melee. Do I still need to roll for attack?
No, you're close enough to do whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, it's 3d8 damage. So that's 9 flaming damage.
You can smell his flesh cooking from the strike across his shoulder and neck.
Now she's gonna look at Jew and go, was there really just a point to this? Because this seemed rather pointless.
He's just
This
growling.
did seem pointless, right?
Oh, it's for show. I told you that.
Oh, it was only for show. So those weren't even real people.
Oh, they're real people. They're
He's still
def-
alive. He's not dead
They're
yet. That last guy. Vema,
That's fine.
Are you going to
We'll
attack
talk
him?
in-
Or are
we'll
you gonna
talk in front of him.
Or are you going to let Jew finish him off?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Or her? Oh, I'm gonna kill him. I mean,
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you want to sit back and let Jew finish him off, or.
Oh no! I mean, this is part of my fun too. He
Okay.
can't take all of the glory.
All right.
So I'm just gonna stroll up to him
Okay.
and say, "This was a blast. I had a lot of fun."
This has got to terrify that poor guy. He's impaled. He's just been cooked, and then what seemingly is like a lover's fight in front of him, and now this other kid is walking up like,
Yeah, he's like some creepy kid from the horror film right now, looking at him right now. As he
Hey,
just-
mister, this has been a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
and he opens up his throat.
24, 24 to hit him.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right. I'm just gonna sweep the scythe upwards, right through the groin, straight up.
You just children
Are
of
you-
the corn him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Scythe, are you one of the children of the corn?
Apparently, he may be.
Malachi.
There is a cheer. You're not really sure where it all is coming from, but yeah,
Was that the last guy?
that's the last guy. He's dead. Jew, you are feeling.
Oh,
magnificent.
I think I know where it's coming from.
Sweet. What's that number that you have, Lee?
On the dice. 3.
Yeah, 3 is what we've got right now.
Yeah, now please roll that d20.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
A 5.
A 5.
Checks out. Checks
Uh-huh.
out.
I believe you failed. Correct.
It would be a fail if you said it was a 6 that I was on.
Yeah. We're gonna say Vema. Would you like to be odd or even, please?
I don't
Odd.
think it. Well, let's do it this way, Ben. I don't think it needs to be either or. He took the last kill, which is going to make me a little envious of that.
Well done. You have
Yeah,
inspiration as
there
well
we
as since you
go.
got this roll.
Yeah.
Okay, make a roll.
20, non-natural.
That hits.
14. Am I still running on the enlarged?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3, so 17. Plus the rage, so 20.
You take 20 damage, Vaymont.
Sweet.
You took my kill!
Second attack.
$28.
Hits again.
Is it just me, or does Zhu seem just a little too excited to attack his own party?
23.
23 more damage. Third
Oh,
attack
but
from your
The
bonus.
smile on Ben's face tells me he's enjoying it.
Oh, he is. 15 on the last
Miss.
swing.
You may now re-roll your saving throw.
Yeah, before I kill you.
7. I think I just passed.
Just passed.
You truly are the wisest of us all, Jew.
I told you all, I don't do well with possession.
Cascade. You just saw Jew hack 2 big slashes into Vaymont before he got close enough to a pillar to avoid the third strike.
Dismiss and large.
Oof. Oof.
Yes, right?
What the absolute fuck, Mr. Jew?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just, I was raging. I'm out of control. I hand Vaymont a potion of healing.
Vaymont, how do you respond?
I slap it out of his hand.
Potion hits the ground and shatters.
Stab him in the gut. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to happen.
Cool.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, sure.
I
Sweet.
didn't do anything except yell at him.
All right, what would you like to do?
So
Does he
I'm
look any
gonna look
different?
I'm so sorry.
you
He's
straight in the eye
apologizing.
and say, "Well, let's at least go eye for an eye, since we're having a fun anyway." And we'll see what happens.
Okay, remember he is displaced, so you don't have he causes disadvantage on the first strike on him.
Okay. Am I getting? So would I get advantage from my teammate Cascade
No.
if I were to be on the other side of him.
No, because she would also be considering an ally to him as well. So at this moment, she is neutral.
Well, she could give us both advantage. I'm fine with
But
that.
it was,
Not
but
the
it was
way
a
this
nice
is
try. It's a nice try.
All right, so I'm assuming a 15 misses him then.
Yes.
Okay, so he has displacement and an armor class of 20.
25.
I'm sorry.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry. Hey.
Okay. So his turn.
I put my sword away.
Okay. Cascade.
I'm going to hold a spell. If Vaymont acts up again, I'm going to cast it.
If I act up,
Hold
come again?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Because
You're gonna get
she's yeah. Don't make me use this.
Wait. You just tried to chop him in half.
Yeah.
Granted,
But he's the one that's...
So right
Granted,
now you're both
I'm-
my enemy. Got it.
no.
Yeah.
You
That's
just
why
wait.
you did not get advantage.
You just wait. Now, what the hell just happened? Does she see anything different about Jew?
Sorry.
Perception
Our-
check, please.
I was trying to do this before. Well, my perception was a 15.
You will notice in the armor there once in a while there's a glint that kind of moves and runes that you didn't see them before, but they light up once in a while as he was kind of moving about. You just kind of picking up something, especially in the moment. There seemed to be when the anger thing was going. It doesn't seem like anything's happened now, like everything went cool on the armor, but there was definitely something when he was attacking Baelon.
Okay. Mr. Jew, I don't know what the hell was going on with you, but you stop. And Vaymont, you stop.
My sword is away. I'm sorry. I was in the heat of battle, and I'm just swinging. I apologize. I tried to offer her a potion. I'm sorry. We're done. We won. Fight is over.
Did the potion shatter or is it intact? Okay. If I see you move 1 second, 1 instance towards your damn blade.
What are you gonna freeze yourself again? Come on, let's
You're
get out
gonna
of
be
here.
done.
Let's go collect our winnings and
You
stuff.
gonna get it.
Don't make me get a switch.
All right,
Don't
Jeremy,
make me get a
are
switch.
Are you cool? Or do you want an eye for?
Vaymont, you have my apologies. You were a great warrior. It was an honor to fight alongside you. I apologize for the attack. It was unintended.
I'm gonna allow my weapon to dispel, and then I'm just gonna turn my back on both of them. I'm done with both of them.
Okay, you see the portal to return back to the main room, where Nevermore sent you in. Go in.
And I'm
You
gonna
go through.
walk through it.
All right.
I'm gonna follow after Jew because I want to keep an eye on both of them.
Okay. You guys come through. Nevermore's there. She's. Oh. Curse, you fought. I mean, Jew, you fought well. Very, very well.
Oh, I'm glad we could put on a show for you and entertain the crowd.
You always do. You always do.
Please do me a favor.
Yes.
My earnings that we agreed upon, you may give them all to my 2 partners, split evenly amongst the 2 of them.
Oh, very well. That's simple stuff. Their earnings. It'll be enough to take care of him in Fangsport for a good amount of time, I'm sure.
Vaymont's medical bills.
I offered him a potion.
Your Alesky felt a bit squeamish from the fighting, I guess. He didn't quite think your glorious combat was enough for him. Apparently,
No, he's probably hooking up with the barmaid. We'll go find him and see if we can cast a couple of healing spells on our friends.
Too true. Well, go celebrate. I will have the winnings to you tonight, and I will see you soon.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. you guys will return to Alesky.
How bloody does Vehemet look?
He's bleeding.
All right. At 3rd level, I'm gonna reach forward and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Oh, those are D8s.
All right, we go back to Greenwood.
On a scale of 1 to 84, he's a 42.
All right, you gentlemen and ladies spend 4 hours tracking what you believe is the herbalist. You find areas that you think she was picking. There are herbs that have been removed, and then there seems to be other tracks, but then wherever they go are not be able to be followed. They don't seem to be done by a mortal hunter or creature.
Do I have any kind of familiarity with this creature? Would I have possibly seen it before?
Yeah, does it look
Humanoid is
Are we getting any
definitely
hint?
a humanoid person. They definitely appear to be some type of boot, not metal. Definitely of some type of cloth, leather. There look to be a few of them, 3 to 5.
So it looks like there's just a bunch of there's more people where she was.
Yes,
Not anything.
but no blood, nothing like that. There doesn't seem to be something too hostile, whatever.
Do they seem like normal boots?
Can't tell from really. I mean, they're boots of people.
Right, but no scene of an attack, just crossing tracks.
No, you feel like there's an abduction. You do get that, but you
Okay,
don't feel like
definitely.
something was. You don't think there was enough harm for someone to be dying or dead. There's no trace of any blood of any kind.
Are there any clues that we can get from the shape, size of the boot prints?
Humanoid, definitely someone on 2 legs, of a person. Could be halfling, elf, human.
Well, I mean, a halfling and a human, the size would give you a clue.
It's pretty much what the best. You're getting somewhere around the type of foot size.
Okay. Would an investigation check help me
That's
get
what I was
more
about
details?
to say.
Yeah.
Zendrid would spend some time going over.
That's what
these
I'm getting
things.
at, since I'm an investigator based.
Yeah, all of you guys roll. Everyone
Alright.
roll.
14.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
23.
Okay. Zindrid, you basically have an understanding through your point of view that this was a laid trap. In some aspect, it wasn't set for a long time ago, but it was something that people probably moved into, of a predatory people. So this kind of gets an idea of, like, this was intent. This was definitely an intent. Abduction of someone who was trailing someone, your herbalist. Okay?
Like it was personal to her, or opportunity. Like they could set it for anybody that was coming by.
Like they knew they were coming out here maybe and following a trail or their path, what they were going to do. HK, you basically know there was definitely around 5 of them. You also know that they are militaristic. They know how to be very careful where they lay their footprints and where they exited. So that's where you're having the difficulty. Like after the ambush is done, you're having extreme difficulty with discerning how this kind of moves out.
Sorry.
Where they went.
So like they were trying to hide themselves, but we're just good enough to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
Yeah.
Would another tracking get me back on the trail?
You're
Or survival?
gonna this understanding is you're talking with expert foresters, hunters. So they're probably doing something that you're less likely to ascertain where they went. And Aleron, that's the thing about what you're kind of picking up on. These are definitely people of the woods. So HK tells you they're military. From what you're getting the fact that these are either rangers, but you have a distinct feeling these people knew the woods and almost know plants and stuff at an intimate level. You would have a feeling that this could possibly be Fey,
like wood elves or
Fey
something.
Rangers.
I'll make sure that I say that to HK and Zindred that this is the feeling I'm getting from them, from the sign.
I wonder if Fey interference is a coincidence given your recent angering of the court.
I would say it's no coincidence, but we can't let our citizenry be taken from us.
We have to also think about this may be a trap for us.
Again, the trap is twofold. If
Yeah.
we allow our citizens to be taken and do nothing, any of our work in Greenwood would fail.
Yeah, but this way, if we acknowledge that it could be a trap for us, we can be as prepared as we can for that trap to be sprung.
Certainly.
Absolutely.
And they may find, I'm quite confident, that the quarry was greater than the hunters.
Then we have to figure a way to carry on.
Continue on knowing that we're waiting for it to happen.
I fully expect it's going to be a trap. Then I mean, I recognize that they're way beyond my skill level at this point, but I'm just going to be doing anything and everything I can with my survival training to see if I can pick it up, even if that's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Do you think that we would, if some or all of us were flying, it would help?
I don't know. Their trails are too good, even here on ground level. I don't think distance, unless you have some kind of bestial senses, would help us any.
No bestial senses. You would have known that by now.
All right, so roll it at disadvantage.
No, you roll. It just there's a certain amount element to it. You can roll a survival.
Okay.
We're helping you now. We're all in there.
All right. 23.
Okay. You go in about an hour and a half. Once in a while, you can pick up something kind of going on. In that hour and a half, Zindred and yourself pick up on something about the trails. Because you guys are military and you've done this before. There's more than one party. There's another party, there's probably two of them, messing with trails to move you guys around.
Okay.
So this disturbs Zindred more because she knows an organized trap when you made one. When one's being made, I should say.
It could be coming behind us.
So we're currently on the fake trail, not the real trail. Is that correct?
It's possible that you've been on and off on trails. What's disturbing Zindred to you, and then to you, to understand, this is an operational move on you. Like, you're getting led around. If you think about that element to that, you might get a little bit more concerned of what's going on.
Ben, about where are we on the map? Do we know
You're only about
or...
10 miles south
Greenwood.
of Greenwood.
Knowing what I know about history and talking with Zindred, would I feel that this was a ruse to keep us out here while they do something in town? Or is it to catch us while we're out here?
It could be either or. The thing is, you guys are expert individuals yourself, so you're not an easy catch. What we're pretty much discerning is they can pick off more or less your weakest assets to your town, but the fact is there's a web on your town. So if you were to go send your hunters out who were out earlier, either one of them could have been in that trap. This could be the very much of a start of what is that the drow have used before, is an element where you start to weaken the connecting points to a town or city. Like when the scouts and the messengers all just don't keep showing up, then you pretty much keep the town within what it's restrained. And you've now gone out and picked up that these units are probably doing that.
And it's acting in concert with taking away our food supply.
Yep.
Given that, Zendred, there's only one way I can think of where they would perhaps not lead us about and simply attack. We get somebody to take us out here, and I lie still, like in a wagon or something like that, so they don't know I'm present. Because I can lie perfectly still, as if and totally not move.
We can use invisibility as well. If we want to make it seem like there's less of us.
But if they see us as too big a threat, they won't take us. They will wait for a weaker target. They're trying to basically scare the town.
It's clear they're trying to weaken the town. The question is whether or not Greenwood is their objective, or if it's simply because we are there. Sometimes I wonder, perhaps, if it might be better for the town if we moved on sooner rather than later. If these are the Fey coming after Firebrand, would it not make sense that if we left, they would leave the town alone?
But we'd have to identify them, because if it's not the Fey, then we'd be leaving Greenwood undefended to whomever.
I understand, but if we spend months chasing every band that threatens every town that we stop in, we'll never achieve our goals.
Then I'm going to ask Bringer of Law, or actually cast Aura of Life. It lasts for 10 minutes, and basically as we go, at any point anyone other than those I'm with are within 30 feet of me, it will kind of let me know.
Within 30 feet?
Yeah.
You are getting insects and some birds, but you're not getting any forest animals.
Okay.
And you know, with your survival skill in Zindred, that's unrealistic.
Oh, actually, I stand corrected. That's not actually how that works.
Oh.
That's a very deceptive title on a spell. Basically, it protects us from necrotic, or basically, non-hostile creatures, those of the rest of us, have resistance to necrotic, and our hit point maximum can't be reduced.
I'll
That's
still
very
give you the
different
bonus
than that,
information for you guys to go. Like, basically, you
Okay.
haven't been seeing any animals. Like,
Right.
you will feel bugs, which seems normal. Birds have been kind of coming in and out from the sky. But most of the other, you haven't seen any squirrels from 10 miles. Rabbits.
No game animals.
No game.
Right.
And that's a long distance from the town of Greenwood.
And we're looking for signs, so you'd think we'd see
Yeah.
signs of,
Yeah.
Other animals.
Right.
Perhaps we call to them, see if they'll come to us. Offer a
Then,
parlay.
I'm gonna ritually cast Rary's telepathic bond, so the three of us have a telepathic bond.
Okay.
Okay.
Give it a try, HK. It certainly can't hurt.
I am Hephaestus Kenrick, designation HK, formerly of the Forstead Legions, member of the White Flame, of the Order of the White Flame, and follower of the Summer Queen. My friend and former member of the Summer Court angered the Queen. I do apologize for this angering of her. But we ask, if you are here because of that matter, come speak to us. Conversation is what we seek, not conflict.
Or any other matter, Zender throws in.
What is your what are you guys' passive perceptions again? The two of you?
22.
Zender, 22.
Yeah, I knew it was high.
Low.
Because there are no other animals here. It is the slightest tingling, like of a noise that you think you hear somewhere off in the distance.
I'd like to move in that direction.
Okay. You go about 10 minutes, nothing yet.
Yep. After about 10 minutes, I would like to utilize my divine sense, which gives me 60 feet, and I can tell if there's a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me.
Yeah, there are.
Celestial, undead, or fiend.
And I know the location of them, so I will be able to basically walk directly through
I
them.
might add there's another another thing for you guys. Your Fey thing is no longer on Aleron, and yours is different.
Mine is different? Okay.
Well, that
Alright.
doesn't detect Fey, does it? Celestial.
Yeah, it does tech
fiend.
Fey.
I will definitely move towards that.
Okay, with your perceptions pretty quickly, there is apparently a small form in a tree, about 20 feet away from you.
I will walk within 10 feet. My weapons are sheathed. My hands are open. Show yourself. We should speak.
Very quietly, it drops from the tree. It is a small Aleron blonde woman, garbed in forest greens, a bow. She's pointing at you.
As I said, I am HK.
We know who you are. You are the traitors.
I am, nor have I ever been, a traitor.
You are a traitor. You've forsaken the queen.
I have forsaken no one.
That is not who you follow. Words can say what you are, but your soul of power is much different. That you cannot lie.
What I can tell you is, what we fight for is a mutual goal, and there were sacrifices that were made. Perhaps not the wisest of choices. The choices were made in the heat of the moment. But no offense was intended, and the good people of Greenwood need not suffer for it. Will you return her people and return the natural state here?
You have not.
We wish no conflict.
You have lost your word. You've broken your word. Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize. We have not acted out of the grace of your house. The Fey Court, the Summer Queen, does not wish to have insult to your house. Please, leave them and the town, and no harm shall happen to you and your people. But these two traitors will answer to Tatiana, the Queen of Summer. Can't hear you.
Zender's. I will give him a minute to interject since he couldn't.
Yeah.
We did not betray, I did not betray the Queen. And the good people of Greenwood need not suffer for your quarrel with me or with Aleron. If the Queen of the Summer Court wishes to have it out with us, then we will talk. But please don't harm these people. They don't deserve that.
Zendard steps in front of them both and looks her in the eye. if you wish no quarrel with my house, and you know the importance of the mission that we are on, which is why the Summer Court and the Summer Queen supported it in the first place, that regardless of whatever slight these two have committed, you and she may come for them afterwards. Right now they are mine.
Understood and spoken, my lady. But I hope you understand what it means to be Fey when you say a promise and a word is given. But I will give your answer to the Queen. You will pass to your town unharmed, and then we will negotiate from there, I imagine.
The
Indeed.
return of the missing woman.
Hi, sons. And then
To be
she leaves. She just flashes into the woods and gone. You do hear others much distance farther in the distance, but it looks like they are moving pretty quickly.
Does it sound like there's anybody else, like hopefully that woman unharmed somewhere that they've left her behind?
You have a pretty good feeling that she wasn't with this patrol. This was probably a patrol that was purposely misleading or tagging you.
Okay.
Apologies, gentlemen. Were there more time, I might have tried to set better terms. But at the moment, we need this town to be left be, and we need to be able to get about our quest. I suspect by the time this is all done, each of us will have consequences we must face.
I can guarantee it. We need to find the woman, though. If it wasn't these ones, then perhaps we search for that hag.
You're gonna have probably an understanding that they have Fey gates.
Yeah.
So realistically, you're probably putting two and two together that once the true abduction was taken, she's probably not nearby.
Okay.
But she was taken by them, yes?
A group of similar individuals, yes. But like
Maybe not them specifically. She's been gone for a day.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and you guys figured out that there are a number of, like, you realize that there's a number of scouts teams that are combing all around Greenwood right now.
Zendred puts her hand on the hilt of her sword and sends a message to the Aleron that she was just speaking to that does travel across plains.
Okay.
That says, once the Queen agrees, I expect our townsperson to be returned. Unharmed.
I will deliver your message, my lady.
We head back to town.
Okay.
I believe that is all that we can do, my friend.
All right.
If there's any pickup of any kind of game whatsoever, I'll do my best to shoot it and bring it with us. I don't expect
get
it
a
will
couple
be
of
this
birds.
fast. Okay.
Some good-sized birds, duck maybe or whatever, something at least a little bit, but no other land critters are about.
Okay.
Jew, Vaemon, Cascade, you're back with Alesky. There are 9 sigils lit up in an area right across Alesky's arm when you guys see him.
Well, I see.
9 now?
Ooh!
I only
I thought
had 4 before. Where did the other 5 come from?
I thought you would have been hanging out with some barmaids, but it looks like you've been getting a little artwork added to your body. We won, obviously.
Lexi, be careful. I'm not sure Jew can be trusted.
Ah,
These wounds are actually from him, not from those peons out there in the arena.
Jew's a dirty dog. Can you hear me?
I was raging. I got a little carried away. He was near one of the guys, and I hit him a few times. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Do the runes on Alexi look like the ones that were on Jew, or similar, or the same?
Yes,
Anything?
they are the same abyssal writing.
Actually, Mr. Alexi,
Twinsies.
what you've got going on here is very similar to what was on Mr. Jew. And I think that's what got him to start attacking me and
I didn't
well,
attack you.
You got
young
attacked.
Vay.
I
No.
didn't attack you. I accidentally attacked Vaymon. I apologize.
When are we to return, Alexi? I must inform Zindred of the inability to trust this man.
Aye, aye.
Yes, you should return to Greenwood right away. I believe our work here in this town is done.
Well, wait, we won. You should have your meeting with who you requested first. That was part of
Should
the
you
deal.
be seeing a devil in your condition?
I'm not saying anybody. I did my job.
Not you. Look at Alexi. He has all these runes lit up on his arm that I don't believe he had before.
I had 4 of them. Only 2 were lit up and glowing. The rest are thanks to you.
Thanks
All
to
3
me?
of you.
Wait, what did I do? I would never willingly do anything regarding a devil to anybody else.
Jinx
You read
comes
the
in the room at that
contract.
time, and he has 2 other guys with him. He goes, "Drop it over there." There you go. Your money.
Cascade, I believe you should have enough here for what you requested.
Treat yourself.
I thank you for that, but I'm more worried about Mr. Alexi right now. And you.
There's no need to worry about me, but you should return to Greenwood.
I'm fine. I didn't even get touched.
Well, wait. We should, or all of us? Because you just said it like we are going and you're staying.
Well, yes, I have a meeting to go to at some point here. They still haven't set up the schedule for that. And you should return without me.
Mr. Alexi, I said that I would come so I could help you. I don't feel like I should go anywhere until you have received the help that you needed, and I'm going to do some of that tomorrow morning, but I don't feel like I've helped. And I'm certainly not going to leave here without you.
Do you want to travel in the company of a devil?
I thought we were going to meet a devil.
Are you going to Georgia?
What was the pledge I made in our camp the other morning?
In our camp.
Yes, I said that because 2 of these sigils had started to glow after I killed, I was no longer going to be killing people. But the 3 of you gleefully went out and killed in my name. So now I'm responsible for all those deaths on the field of battle today.
I never agreed to be your hand.
You read and signed the contract that said specifically you would be my hand on the field.
It wasn't actually written quite that way, but
What's
It was written exactly that way.
You had no problem with us signing the contract and fighting, so you could get your meeting. I'm struggling to find the problem here.
You didn't listen to me.
Hands on the shoulders. You got this, Jew. You can do that. No.
No, hands on the shoulders. Jew, don't kill for me. Jew, don't sign it. Don't agree to it. Jew, don't do it. Jew, if you're going to go on the field of battle, don't kill in my name. Fight them and only knock them out.
Yeah.
I was never told any of these things, and I only signed after everybody else did.
No, because Jew had already agreed verbally to the contract.
Mr. Alexi, you are right. I am so sorry. I did not hear the terms, and you're right. I did read the paperwork, and I did not quite understand all of that. So
It doesn't matter if you did or not. It had already been agreed to by Jew. At that point, there was nothing. Your participation or non-participation wouldn't have changed it.
Well, just another reason why I don't like devils. But, from what I can tell, neither one of you are a devil. It just seems like you've both willingly signed yourselves away in some regard to them.
Not willingly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And according to my friend, a priestess of Apollo, when she looks at me, she sees a devil. And now I'm sure even more so. So, you should return to Greenwood, rejoin the party, continue the missions, continue to save this world, and I will figure out what's going on with me.
Rico, Jew wants to put on his helmet.
Put on my helmet?
Yep.
Okay.
You put it on? Okay, you put on the helmet.
Can I not put it on?
I'm asking, you feel like you need to.
I don't feel like I need to.
You do need to feel like you need to.
Okay, then I feel like I need to and I put it on.
Okay. All of a sudden, Jew's eyes flash red as the helmet comes on. He reaches up, grabs Alesky by the collar. Now listen, mage. You know who you serve and what you're doing. I didn't come back here to be pussyfooting around, babying your ass like before. We're gonna make the realm one, and that's what you're here for. That's what you lust after. And when you hear those words, your soul clicks into an understanding that you have a purpose with him. You know who you serve, and if you
now
do
I'm gonna
not,
stab him.
you get it. You go ahead, stab. Again, it is at one roll, no disadvantage. You have no advantage on the cloak.
Fantastic.
Who are you stabbing, me or Alexi?
Jew. So I'm gonna miss, because he's fucking impossible to hit.
Yeah, he turns and goes, boy, the service is the same. If you don't know where you stand, I will see to it that you will be skinned alive and put on a stake for others of your kin to understand.
Is this an obvious
my demeanor
alternate
completely
voice?
changes, so I will either... So this is up to you, Ben, because my demeanor would completely change here. I will either continue to attack Jew till I kill him, or I guess I will vow to hunt down whoever's speaking to me right now.
Well, let's put it this
And
way.
kill him.
Vaemon is a young man. You've just you have slain in a room 4 of your own individuals of armored knights. There is magic and attunement to him that you do realize is the armor. So Jew is in it, but you feel it is a lot more to do with what the armor is. And it's out of your understanding because you are a young man. Now, you can see exactly what he attacked you easily, and you know he has more. So if you think you have a suicide wish, then you may proceed with Vaemon trying to make an attack, which will probably mean you're in a probably bad spot. And I think Vaemon knows that. But I think if Vaemon is trying to be clever, which could be the case, there is definitely in tune of something that you know is beyond what you see. But this information could be vital to your lady, because this has never, you imagine, has ever happened before between the two.
How interesting is the other character you made?
Right?
Oh, wow.
So All my characters are interesting, obviously.
And he turns back to Alesky, dropping
Alexei.
him from the thing, and goes, "Serve your mistress with the lust that you do, and stop being such a whiner." Jew, your eyes stop flashing red, and you have control of yourself. You don't recall that conversation. You did not hear it.
Oh, did I get possessed again?
I'm consistent.
Not again.
What in the goddamn hells did I get myself into?
Are we gonna meet?
So Vaymon's gonna storm out of the room.
Yep.
He's still mad, isn't he?
Slam the door.
I messed up, Alexei. I didn't mean to attack him. Heat of the battle. He's good though. I like the kid.
It's a complicated situation, but we have to move forward with it. I don't know where we go from here, but I know we go forward.
Should we return to the party? We've been away for a bit. I'm sure they're gonna be concerned at some point.
Well, maybe we need to take the opportunity to bring back something to them to prove that we're our greatness on this mission. I mean we have a mistress to serve to prove that we're doing what we can.
I mean, we got a pile of money. We can go get Cascade's bowl or chalice, or get a couple of them, I guess. I don't know if you want to start a collection, like, limited edition set.
It's easy for them to dump money at our feet. We can't take it with us. We have to leave it here.
Well, why not spend it?
Well, even spending it, we can't carry that much to the market.
Well, there's just got to be. We'll give it to the barkeep and have them just keep a running tab. Anytime we come to town, we'll have a place to stay.
Well, we could probably have Hartmore add it to the stash that Zindrid has access to, although
Or we could do
I might like to have some access to money myself at some point. But
well, by all means. I mean,
but these are your winnings. They're not mine. I don't really have much to.
Oh no, this is for the team.
Right. My reward is my meeting with Zeriel. So
my reward was I'm a champion, and I was able to prove that I'm a champion even without my brother-in-arms HK. Not that I would take that away from him. We're great together, but obviously being able to prove myself with the help of Cascade and Bateman, of course, assisting. So it's up to you. I mean, like I said, I'm here to support you. So
I don't even know how much is there. Cascade. I mean, the three of you should split it at least. Well, maybe not evenly because you're so great.
Well, I agreed to 10,000 for my end of the deal.
How much is there?
22,000.
Remind me to ask Jew for money when he gets back.
It's blood money.
Spends the same.
Every penny we've got came from the winnings in the arena. It's all blood money.
I want to say, all the money we got's from us fighting.
Yeah, but those were honorable fights.
Oh yeah, they were all that horrible. Cascade, what would you like to do? They're kind of conversing. You've now just
honorable.
unveiled the box of what those two are about. And you've lost your other new as another new recruit on his own.
She really is not sure what she wants to do.
So, Cascade, you take what you think you need to purchase the items that you need to. We'll grab those on our way out of town after Alesky has his meeting. The rest of it, we will see if it can be held here for any time we come and visit. And however much you want to carry with you beyond that is fine as well.
How are you this easily talking about just paying me?
What, you
And with this pie,
gold is meaningless.
You just turned all ready-faced, all eyes red and glowing. You picked your friend up and threatened him in some other god-awful voice. I don't know what the hell you guys are into. I just thought y'all could help me with my problem. But what in the fuck is going on here?
What are you talking about? Did you give yourself brain freeze while we were in the arena with that?
You hush.
With
I don't want to hear from you anymore.
That weird move that you did. That's a weird tactic, I have to say. You know, I'm not used to that type of combat, but you know, you do your thing. But I don't know what you're talking about. Alesky's my friend. We've been comrades in arms for many years now.
Oh, I can tell.
And he was right. I mean,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish, Matt.
Well, he was right. I was not looking at this correctly. This is important, and yes, it didn't meet my personal goals the way I thought, but I do need to embrace this and move forward.
So everything's just fine and dandy. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't know how else to apologize to Vaymont for my actions inside the arena. That was all on me, and I don't know what more to say.
I don't know about fine and dandy, but I think we're at a place where we need to be and need to move forward from. I don't really understand Vaymont. And honestly, I don't understand you yet, Cascade, either. What problem did you need help with? Maybe if you would let us know you needed help with a problem before we came to the city, we could have made more effort to help.
I told all of y'all that my ship had been attacked by you guys seem to have a bit of a listening problem.
Well, no, I recall you telling us about the ship. I thought you were referring to something more that you were expecting Jew and I to do on the way here or on the way back.
Well, no, this was something I was asking your whole group, most of which is back at that town we were at, helping me hunt down who killed my crew and destroyed my ship, my family.
Well, we might actually go to the docks and see if we can get any information about the ships and similar attacks.
The only two attacks that I know about, well, the only two times that this has ever been seen were both on my ship. We saw it at a distance 8 years ago. It basically a big storm blew. It looked like it was a big storm that blew in. And the first time we outrun it. But the second time we were attacked by the undead. I was tossed overboard by my father. Well, my adopted father.
Lieutenant Dan.
No, not in can.
It was a big storm on a ship boat.
It wasn't a shrimping boat.
Not the shrimp.
All right. Well, you think about that as you're going through. We're back at Greenwood. All right. You guys have gotten back. I take it you guys are going to settle in and try to figure out what you're going to do in the morning. Sound reasonable?
What? That works for me.
Glenn, I don't think I can hear you.
I just unmuted myself.
Oh.
In terms of the Greenwood crew, when we get back to town, Senator would ask Shadow Smite if she's learned anything.
She thinks they're rogues of a guild, but she's not sure what. She's going to try to use a couple other people in maybe tomorrow to figure out if she can infiltrate and see what's up. But
Very well.
They're linked together. She does know that.
I do grow tired of these games, and I am running out of patience. If you aren't able to win more information by guile, you may question one of them.
All right. She'll stay on top of him tonight.
I am pretty glad that HK was not present to hear that.
Zendred may have glanced around first to make sure that you didn't see,
Okay.
or we're not there.
I mean, HK's not a fool. He knows that things need to be done.
Hmm.
So there is, I mean...
To Zendred's credit, she had a look of distaste on her face when she said it.
Yeah. All right. So HK, you're going to go back with Vivian, correct? Zendred, you're staying at the manor. Rydell will be with you. Aleron, where did you want to stay tonight?
Yes, I have taken over the largest bedroom in the manor.
Yes, you have.
HK will simply tell you at some point, Vivian and I figured you'd be thrown out of some woman's bed. Our couch is always open.
So in the chat, I had asked if I could get 2,000 gold pieces and a diamond worth 1,000 gold. I know we have to find the diamond, but if I could get the gold pieces...
Yeah, good luck doing that.
Right. The gold is fairly easy, Aleron. As soon as, I believe HK is the only one that I've told this so far, but as soon as the town's accountant is done assessing our funds, it's going to be split out into shares for all of us with a single share reserved for party funds. I do not want the responsibility for all of the money any longer.
Okay. So where would you like to
Okay. I'm gonna start putting something in place.
Okay.
With the hopes of gathering all these resources.
All right.
Like to start by having a craftsman in town construct me a roughly coffin-sized vessel that would hold my body if I was laying down in it.
Okay.
That would be worth at least 2,000 gold, however much he charges.
Okay. That's going to be a bit because this is.
And then I'm going to have a
simple
conversation. Yeah. And then I'll have a conversation with HK about adding maybe a basement room to his house where I could put said coffin.
You're not putting a coffin under the place where my child was.
It's not a coffin. It's a wooden vessel that would hold somebody roughly my shape and size.
To what end?
You're my best friend, so I'll tell you, I'm going to clone myself, and I'm going to have that body laying in there. And if I die, I'm going to come back to life in that body.
And if somebody resurrects you, then what happens then?
I come back to life in that body. Looking young, healthy, fresh.
I don't want a body in my basement.
Hey, body, it's going to be your best friend.
I so wish I was
I
there for
don't
this
want my best
conversation.
friend's body in my basement.
You know, HK, I thought you had vision.
I have vision.
There's
I
a
see
serious
you in
creep
front of
factor,
me,
yeah.
and I do not want your body in my basement. I have children. I don't even know if I have a basement. Vivian, do we have a basement?
Not yet.
Dig you a basement.
This is why wizards have towers.
All right.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Discussion to be had later.
HK, you can
then I
play
guess-
Weekend at Aleron. So.
Then I guess,
Jacob,
then
where
I
are
guess
you?
I
Hold
want
on.
a plot of land 2 to construct a tower. I would
Okay,
like
yeah, you
I would
can-
like to get a
can
plot
claim
of
land.
land 2 to construct a tower.
All right, fair. You get.
I'm going to start constructing a friggin' tower.
You're at your place, and you'll be doing that.
With a basement.
And,
Night goes
and
through.
at the same time as I'm starting construction on my tower, I'm going to sleep on HK's couch.
Awesome. All right. Night has gone. Night has come. You guys are sleeping. You pretty much have gone over the same routine. It's been going on for a while since you guys have been waiting for Alesky to return. Zindred, your passive is so high that you notice in the course of the night, Rydell has left. And he's done this before, usually to go get a drink over to the tavern late in the night. A few hours have passed, and you, in the times before, he has returned. He has not returned. Your voice thing.
Then I would get up and go looking for him.
Okay. As you get up and walk out of
Alone.
the manor house, there is a glowing figure right across from behind the well, holding what looks like the withered remains of your bodyguard and friend. You definitely recognize one of the Knights of Nine. And two more step from two parts of the street, three of them, and go, "Without the protection of the Queen, it's time to do what the Queen of Air and Darkness needs and collect the souls of those of Silk, that Hades may rise and rule." And with that, we'll end today's session. Until next time.
Fantastic ending, because there are many things that I want to scream, but I'm not allowed to right now because it's over. I just have to choke them back. It'll be great.
Hold them.
Can we move forward this cloning plan?
We'll talk for sure.
No, like before they kill me?
Oh, timing wise.
Well, there will be no killing. We are about to fuck them up.
Yeah.
If they just killed Rydell, they're in trouble.
Zindred is really good at fighting Knights of Nine pretty well.
So,
this will be an
so
interesting.
just to be clear, any of these wooden
HK is
structures
fixing
can
to
be
be.
rebuilt.
Okay, so it looks like, I don't know, it's December. I'll be close. I would say either 4th or 11th. I imagine the 18th and the other date would be impossible. The other is Christmas, I think, 25th. So the later dates in December, no. But do we want to do 4th or 11th out of you guys? TTJ.
Give me a second. My calendar's,
Sunday's the 4th? It is the 4th.
I'm open either.
I would prefer the 4th just because the 11th is when we do our game at Jeff's house.
Okay.
I'm good for the 4th. It's
Let's
the
do
day
it.
before my birthday. It'll be very
Ooh,
exciting.
birthday. It'll be a good fight for your birthday.
Hey, that's right. We had a long-standing agreement to give each other magic items on our birthdays.
Did we?
Nice.
The games around our birthdays.
Moldy baby for you.
I love it. I like magic item birthday gifts.
I'm glad I didn't know about that because my birthday was this past week.
Mine was yesterday.
1,
All right.
2.
That is the choice. Let me get some other things taken care of.
So 4th is what we're doing?
We're doing the 4th.
The 4th's not really good for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can. I don't have it booked yet, but